Test. Okay, microphone's working. There we go. And then bigyan natin ng Stream Warrior. Okay, live dashboard. Okay. Hey, what's up, Leonel Choco? Good evening, BTS. What's up, Kuya MP Simone? Malamang ba? Malamig ba, Kuya, sa room mo? 22 degrees. It's set to 22 degrees right now. Bubuksan ko ba yung ilaw? Para mag-iba naman para hindi ako mukhang overexposed. Tsaka lalagay pa natin yung yung green screen. Nakakatamad. Do we need it tonight? Grabe, antok ko kanina. Antok talaga ako. Buti na lang nag-dinner muna ako. Grabe. Test. Okay, microphone's working. Grover. Ang pangit lang tingnan nitong super no? Super front lit na. This is your camera on drugs. What if baba ko yung brightness ng TV ko? Kasi ko anong alright. Baka ano nga pala to. There we go. Ooh, okay. Pwede na siguro yan. The twilight, actually mag-start tayo pala ng medyo How's the kamusta yung music audio? Malakas ba yung music or hindi? Yun ang mahirap i-testing ngayon kasi sa sa setup ko eh. Okay, actually. Pwede na siguro yan. Malakas ang konti, no? Malakas ang konti yung music. I will do it this way. Alright, that should work. Refresh muna tayo, walang green screen muna para sa celebration ng bagong aircon. Tama yan! Celebration ng bagong aircon. Indeed. Alright. Alright, that should work. Ang bilis ng music. Wait lang. Sige. Sorry, nagte-testing tayo ng mga baba ko pa ng konti. Gusto ko mababa pa ng konti. This is the first time natin talagang kikilatisin yung lakas ng music. And then refresh muna tayo, walang green screen muna para sa celebration ng bagong aircon. Tama yan. Oh crap. That should work. Ang bilis ng music. Wait lang. Sige. Sorry, nagte-testing tayo ng mga baba ko pa ng konti. Gusto ko mababa pa ng konti. May upcoming review ba yung aircon ko? I mean, pwede. Hindi, I mean, sure, pwede natin gawa ng review yung aircon. Yung mga features lang yung mostly pwede nating kilatisin eh. May upcoming review ba yung aircon ko? Pwede. Hindi yung, share. Masyado naman ata mababa yung volume. Yo, Farmer Sanchez. Okay, tataas ko ng konti and then okay na tayo. Lalagay ko sa mga 44%. Yan. Alright. Paninindigan na natin yan music na yan. Hindi ko gusto tong ano na to, masyadong psychedelic yung kanta. Gusto ko chill. Sure, pwede na. I want chillax music. Yan. Okay, chillax ng konti. May gali. Sana lang di siya SKK Illusion. Loko to, Renalyn na to. Wait, si Renalyn! Nabuhay? Wait! Wait, hindi nyo ba hindi nyo nakikita, no? Punta tayo sa ano. Ano pala brand? This is an LG. Pakita ko sa inyo sa ano, yung website. LG, ano yun? LA150 SC. Samir, what's up? Malakas, parang malakas ulit yung music. Oh, because I changed scenes. I'm a dum-dum. Of course. This is the problem with... There we go. Oh, man. What a noob streamer. What a noob streamer, huh? Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, okay. Why did I increase that volume there? That's why, okay. Ano po nangyari kay Arnovino? Di na siya nag-upload ng video. Yeah, so Pinoy Screencast. Well, we haven't heard from him in a while as well. Sometimes... I think the last time si B-Boy nagparamdam, I'd say around 2.5 months ago. He popped in to say something. I wouldn't say I think it was about mining, but I'm not really that sure anymore. Why is this? Wait, that's not. I don't want to go product support. Let's go to air conditioner. I want to see the features. What I don't like is the design. It's not that pretty. So I like the design of this one. So this one looks nice, in my opinion, right? Has that LG little thing over here. And then there's a little, LCD thing. Meron pa ring LCD yung gamit ko. The one I bought. The one I bought is this exact unit, the 1.5 horsepower, 150 SC from LG. This one. So what I don't like about this is there's no like cool little flap on the LG with the LG logo over here, and then there's no cover on the control panel, so it looks kind of not futuristic like the other one. The salesman said this is newer, but I don't know if he's baka scam, baka in-scam lang tayo. Maybe I got scammed, but he said this was better than the other one. Let me change my microphone. 69. Volume level 69 on my microphone. Kuya Alex, ask ko lang kung big deal po ba yung USB Type-C sa phones kasi I'm choosing between Redmi Note 5 Pro and Zenfone 5. USB Type-C is a nice new technology. It's not needed yet, but I think, for in terms of future sake, in terms of faster transfer speeds and potentially faster charge times, USB Type-C is definitely better. And I think ang pinaka-problema lang ngayon is people consider USB Type-C as extremely old tech. It when especially, for example, I use a USB Type-C phone, and just coming back to a micro USB seems like going back to the Stone Age. It's not really, hindi naman talaga, right? USB micro is still very modern, but it just feels so old at this point now. So that's a problem. Magaling talaga yung mga salesman na yan. I know, right? So I could be using an older unit, but it doesn't seem to matter so much. But okay, so I admit this from a practical standpoint, this has a bigger grill than the other aircon because there's no white little cover in front, right? So the white cover would prevent the white cover prevents a little bit more airflow, and with the bigger vent, the bigger thing, get more airflow. What's up, Kuya Norms? Rogue Man, you're looking. So if you want to get in the joke, we have a joke. Amit, what's up? Did I pronounce your name right? I hate Xiaomi flash sales here in India. They've been doing flash sale for TV. You've been looking for a TV? The Mi TVs are really good. And Redmi Note 5 Pro, and it's been almost 2 months now, still out of stock. Well, that's how they kind of make their money. It's so. Let me lower my volume. Wait, let me do it with the remote. There we go. No, a Type-C can charge faster, not increase charging time. So Xiaomi flash sale. So the reasoning behind Xiaomi flash sale is that what Xiaomi does to save money is they don't invest in storage facilities, right? So what happens is they make sure that no phone from or no product from their manufacturing plants will ever need to be stocked or will ever need to be put into a warehouse, into a storage facility. And that's how they save a lot of money when it comes to, basically not paying the overhead for extra, extra people shipping stuff. Because let's face it, you only have to hire the shipping facilities or shipping trucks, shipping containers, shipping every time you have a flash sale. So let's say you only have a flash sale for a week per month. That means you only have to rent facilities for 1 week of that month. And let's say you have a typical monetization structure or a sales structure. Let's say you're LG, for example. You would have to rent a truck or multiple trucks or multiple shipping containers and whatnot for the entire month because you always have stocks of those products. You always have, overhead or more stocks than you could sell at the same time. So what Xiaomi does is instead of the entire month, they rent all these storage facilities, they rent all these, shipping shipping facilities and all that. What they do is just they do it in one flash sale, and then they make sure that they make less than the amount that people will buy. So there's always no phones available after the sale. So they don't have to store it. I know it's kind of crummy because obviously people want to buy the phones, and people, and people will say, okay, why don't they just make a little bit more, right? Because there's so much demand, and then why don't they just make a little bit more? I honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I think they're saving a lot of money just by, if the demand says is 100%, why not just make like 80%? But it seems like from what we've been seeing, Xiaomi only makes like 20% out of the demand. That's what I don't know. Maybe it's just, economics of I don't know. That is what it is. Maybe it's just, maybe it's cheaper to have like a smaller a batch, especially when, pushing it through the couriers and whatnot. I don't know. I can't tell. But one thing that the flash sales also bring is a little bit of hype and a little bit of, urgency, and demand. And also, did you hear about the announcement from Xiaomi that they will not be looking for higher profits than a certain number, and they will cap they said they will cap their profits, so they will not try to look for more let's say they already reached their profit cap. Let's say Xiaomi already reached their profit cap. They don't need to sell any. They're never gonna sell more phones unless their profit goes down from that cap. This is very, very interesting, and it's obviously not the most popular business move for a lot of businessmen. But let's see, Xiaomi profit cap. There we go. Xiaomi caps hardware profit margin at 5% indefinitely. So that means their products will only have 5%. They're not gonna sell a phone with a 7% profit margin. They're not going to sell a phone with a 20% profit margin. Most of these phones, iPhones, are sold for 50% profit margin and more. So this is one reason why Xiaomi phones are so affordable, because the profit margins are so small. 5%, that's really small. And what they have to do is really have to really, do crazy things to make their products as affordable as possible, to make their shipping as affordable as possible, their marketing as affordable as possible, and they're doing a great job, except for the flash sales. Let's see here. Windows 10 April 2018 updates. Well, is it really that fun to talk about that stuff? I don't know. Is there anything new with the Windows 10 April update? I mean, it's probably just meh stuff. Everything you need to know according to CNET. Let's see. More bloatware from Windows, probably, right? Device what? Virtual Desktop Manager. Okay. Here's what you need. There are best new features of Windows 10. Here are some hidden gems. Here are top tips. Change these settings. New privacy settings. Oh god. Oh god. I'm already cringing. I still have to get rid of this stupid... Wait, or did I get rid of it already? Yeah, it's on my other laptop now. The 3D crap. The 3D stuff right here below this PC. Microsoft added this stupid ass 3D objects on the bottom here. God. Back from that previous Windows 10 update. I'm still reeling from that ass of a move from Microsoft. Grabe, Xiaomi. Gusto ko bilhin pareho yung Note 5 tsaka yung Mi 6X na sana gawing Android one. Yeah, so the rumor is the Mi 6X will become the Mi 8 II. That's the rumor. One thing I want to say about the Mi 6X is just so middle of the pack phone that has nothing exciting for it except for being one of the better priced middle pack phones. Alex po ba yung Kubix Cube book? Affordable laptop or tablet? I don't know. I don't like the Cube. Let's see. Cubex Cube. How many inches do you want? How many? Sorry, that's what she said. How many inch laptop do you need? Kubix Cube. I can't find the Kubix Cube book on Lazada. The problem with these products, okay, is reliability and build quality and everything. Watch any review of any. No, not watch any review. Read anybody's personal long-term experience with any cheap cheap branded Intel Atom Windows tablet, and they will tell you it broke really quickly, or your memory is so small it's literally unusable, or your battery has died, or just look at the opinions on the O Plus Duo. This one. So let's look for this one because this has the worst ratings. This was a promising one after all, but the problem was there's so many bad feedback here, especially the newer ones. So does not boot up after approximately 6 months. There you go. That's one complaint. Let's see. Pagkabili ko nito, naghang na agad. So once he bought it, it already hanged. I received defective item. So that's a problem with these Intel Atom budget, cheap brand of tablets, that they don't last long, and they have multiple problems arising from just cheap build quality, just cheap, really cheap build quality. So if I were somebody like this, if I'm looking for one of these, I would go with slightly better brand. What I would get is a Chewy. Let's see. It's Chewy i10. There you go. Try a Chewy i10. Try one of these. 1080p display. Intel Cherry Trail. This is the newer Atom-based processors. This is not the old Atom. What's the Z3735, something like that. And look at this has semi-decent reviews, and I have not heard of them like terribly fail. I would also recommend something like an Acer W1 kung meron ka mahanap. Ains Catastrophe, welcome back. What's up? Let me just, so this is a very unusual category to talk about now because there's so many cheap Intel Atom Windows and also Androids bootable, dual bootable tablets. But the problem is they're so unreliable. They're so easy to break. This one's promising the Chewy. Look for a slightly decent brand, and maybe get the Cherry Trail versions for slightly better performance. Definitely not the O Plus Duo. The problem with O Plus is, of course, their brand is dead, and the brand is dead, and you will probably not get any warranty help with it. New Tomb Raider game, yes. I want to see that actually. Okay, but Nokia phones actually they're pretty good. I think the Nokia is coming back this year. Let's see. The problem is they do flash sales once every week, and it's sold out under 5 seconds. They don't disclose how many phones they sold. Yeah, that's true. I understand, Amit. When I talk about just a week and then month, sometimes it's shorter than that, and then well they save more money if it's shorter than 5 seconds. Flagship phone ng Android knowing 2 years lang ang software update nila, says Brian Acabado, compared sa 5 years ng iPhone. Dude, iPhones get old. They get old too. Yes, old iPhones get updated, but it's not that super. It's not that that safe to. Ang maganda sa iPhone is the resale value, because generally, like, even if you have an iPhone 6 today, you can probably still sell it for a decent price, and it's probably still not terrible. Probably because Apple put a lot of things in that thing. I mean, you can probably still. May parallel din siya, because you can always buy like a Galaxy S7. Flagship phone ng Android, I think it's fine. It's just that I think phone prices have gotten super bloated now, especially if you're in Asia like us and our Indian friends in India, who may or may not be watching anymore. But here, for example, here in Asia, and I like our market. I like the Philippine market. I like the Southeast Asian market. I like the Indian market. They're huge, by the way. I have full respect to India and their market. It's crazy out there, and they have a much better selection of phones in India. And they're much in India. They're much more tech savvy, and not being offensive to Filipinos. A lot more Indians are very in tune to tech. Even just your average Joe there would know a lot about cameras and phones. So I like our Southeast Asian market because we don't buy, or our economic circumstances are different. Our economic circumstances are different than compared to first world countries. And the main difference is in first world countries, $500, $700, $800, $900, $1,000, it doesn't matter to them. 2 years worth of a phone in a first world country, the difference between $500 and $1,000 to them for 2 years is such a small, minimal thing that they will go with a $1,000 phone, because to them comfort means much more. Better specs means much more. To us, we have to go with the more economical product, because generally in those countries, in first world countries, they have more spending power, or they have more spending, whatever you call it, whatever you call it. Their prices are lower because the brands target themselves. There's discounts, there's rebates, there's whatever. Here in the Philippines, here whatever, or in India, there's phones stay in the SRP price point until they fall off the face of the earth, until they're phased out. Generally, brands keep their phones at that same price point for longer and longer. There's also a lot of contracts. People already dito sa Pilipinas, there's a lot of people who do contracts as well, but not as much as other places, especially in the United States or first world countries. That when choosing a new contract or choosing a new phone, go to Verizon or whatever, AT&T. The difference between a non-flagship, a mid-range phone, and a flagship phone is like $5 a month. So would you rather save that $5 a month and get a crappy mid-range, or get the high-end phone for the difference of $5, $10, $15? How doesn't matter at that point. Let's say the $20 difference, $50 difference. You want the better phone because obviously it's amortized. The problem here in the Philippines is we want to buy or maybe even in India. I'm not sure entirely. I'm not an Indian. We want to buy phones outright, and we are a little bit more price sensitive. I think that's the right term. Price sensitive. Yon. Um, Me personally, I think in our environment, I would rather buy a 1 or 2 year old flagship, or a flagship from last year or last year, than buy the current flagship. Um, I'm a little bit more sensitive to price as well, and as you know, I buy my own phones, or I buy when I talk about them phones, I talk about them like I would put money on them, or I would literally put enough money on the table. I would say, here's 15,000 pesos. I bet you this phone is X and Y based on my review. I would bet my life on my reviews. There would be other tech blogs or brands that would be like, yeah, this phone, the best ever, shoots the #1 photos ever. Look at my selfie. Look at my selfie. It's amazing. Look at this selfie. It's amazing. The best phone ever. The best phone ever. And then they ask them, would you put 45,000 pesos on what you're saying right now? And they'll say, whoa, wait, are you crazy? I don't have that much money. That's why they don't have the connection. Some of these blogs, they don't look at how much the thing costs, because they just get it. They're just like, oh, I got a new phone. It's 50,000 pesos. Dang! Did you check my selfie though? Gotta promote the selfie. 50. My point is, since I'm very price sensitive, and I will not lie to you about my review when I talk about reviews, I will want to get as much of a phone, the best phone I can get for that price point. Not just, dang, check out my selfie though. Check out my selfie though. So that's why I have to, talk about. Yeah, I think you should buy something more sensible. Sometimes the more sensible thing to buy. The OnePlus 6 is coming with the notch. Sometimes the more sensible thing to buy is not the branded one. It's not the one that says, I got like 50 megapixel selfies, boy. Because it's not the sensible one. Because I can tell you that the sensible one is buying a flagship from last year, and it's 20 times better than the 50 megapixel, boy. Check it out. I got this celebrity endorser telling you that, there's a phone in front of my face. You can see my face behind that phone. Because, wow, 50 megapixel selfies. Ryzen 2 is promising. T100A, probably shouldn't buy a T100A. They're pretty expensive at this point. Unless you can find a good, affordable one. Let's see. I cannot believe it. Asus Zenfone Max Pro M1 is better alternative from Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 Pro here in India. Wait, Jim Carl Cerezo, are you in India? I thought you were in the Philippines. Or what? Oh, they're in India, not here in India. Xiaomi, Vivo, and Oppo have made the likes of Cherry Mobile and Cloud Phone obsolete. No, it's not them. It's the likes of Cherry Mobile and Cloud Phone that make Cherry Mobile and Cloud Phone obsolete. What have they done recently? What have Cherry Mobile and Cloud Phone done to further the? Oh yeah, there's a new Starmobile, by the way. What has Cherry Mobile and Cloud Phone done to further their brand? Nothing. They've released nothing that was good. Nothing that doesn't break like a mofo. The, the thing is, they stuck with their Cherry Mobile and Cloud Phone. Okay, Cherry Mobile more here because Cloud Phone, they're not. They're actually on a different level of weak sauce phones. Cherry Mobile provides affordable phones. The problem is they've never improved their affordable phones. They're still cheap looking, cheap feeling, easy to break, plastic fantastic devices. And look at what we're advertising. Look at what the smartphone industry is, where the industry is at right now. They're no longer talking about, hey, this is the best bang for the buck. Who talks about best bang for the buck? Look at the problem is they need to ramp it up. They need to have, like, decent design, not have black bezels around their device like this big. They need to bring their levels up because they haven't brought their level up since ever. So they're still cheap and ugly phones. Yeah. So North Korea. There's some news about North Korea making peace with South Korea. It's very interesting news and very promising. I hope that it pushes through. Mas maganda mga postpaid contracts sa US, Kuya. Get one iPhone X, you can get the next one on a 50% discount, unlimited data for 2 months. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so Lionel Shoko is correct, not to mention currency in first world. Yeah, so the problem is we have to convert our pesos to dollars. Dollars, when you earn dollars, so you don't have to convert it down to a more expensive brand or expensive conversion, whatever. So they really have advantages over us when it comes to pricing, and they have much bigger choice. And just look at how their for example, their second-hand market goes. You can buy second-hand stuff for nearly half the price compared to here in the Philippines. Here in the Philippines, we are so want to gouge each other's eyes out with prices. So I'm gonna sell this brand new, like maybe this Oppo F7. Let's say just look for an Oppo F7 secondhand, and they'll sell you the prices of an Oppo F7 secondhand is literally the SRP of Oppo F7 first hand, because the Filipinos are kind of, I don't know if it's just economics or whatnot, but people are just so greedy when it comes to selling off their secondhand products. Because they think, oh, it's the same phone. Maybe I'll just sell it for 90% of the price, and it'll be okay. It'll be fine. 90%? What the hell? If you're selling me an Oppo F7 for 16,000 pesos, and I'm not sure of your warranty, I'm not sure what you did. Maybe you put some poop in the Oppo F7. Why would I buy your Oppo F7 for 16,000 pesos? There's so much risk for that 1,000 pesos. But that's the Philippines. We're greedy when we sell our secondhand stuff. Sellout summer, right? Here in India, sweet spot for mobile is 8,000 pesos to 12,000. That's pretty. Oh yeah, you converted your you already converted the Indian rupees to Philippine pesos. I'm guessing. So that would be like around 10,000 rupees to 15,000 rupees, if I'm not mistaken. Better to be honest and biased. 50 megapixel boy. Like I saw on last time YouTuber that said on how to review tech in 2018. Make him mad. Nice. Philippine peso is very close to rupee in price. Yes, indeed. So that's what I really like that. It makes. I watch a lot of Indian YouTubers, right? So. C4E Tech, and then I hope I'm not butchering his name. Rajit? It's Rajit? No, I might be wrong. They're really good reviewers, of course, and I like their content a lot. And I can, their opinions are very close to mine, and I'm just so jealous that in India you get a lot more phones. You get a lot more diversity of phones. Here in the Philippines, is a lot less, and of course, we actually our prices are actually higher because obviously you have a lot of choices in India, so you get a lot of competition in India. And I would like to see. I mean, if I could like watch more Indian stuff, Geeky Ranjit, yes, Geeky Ranjit. If I could watch more, YouTubers from India, that would be great because I want to see all of the stuff that comes to India. I want to see, Geeky Ranjit. Ano ba sabi ko? Sorry. So, what was I saying? So I like. It's what I'm saying is it's super close to the Philippine market, that I can see some parallels between the Philippine and in the Indian market. And for example, C4E Tech and Ranjit, they're very honest about the reviews. In the Philippines, it's very it's in the Philippines. Okay, let's just say this thing. Okay, so let's take out the video production quality of C4E and Geeky Ranjit, right? But it's just their opinions are so true compared to the Philippine vlogs that you read in the Philippines, and they're like, that takes photos. It takes good photos. Check out this selfie. I still remember Ash from C4E Tech absolutely destroyed the Zenfone 3 because of its pricing. I didn't watch the Zenfone 4. I don't know if he did the Zenfone 4 review, but I remember Ash destroying the Zenfone 3 when he reviewed it because it was pricey. He said, it's a very good phone, but the price is so high. And the only thing I could say to that is here in the Philippines, there's not a lot of competition at that price point. So that's the only reason why I said in my review that in the Philippines, the Zenfone 3 is actually a good phone. It is priced. It's a heavily priced phone for what it is, but there's no competition above it or below it in the Philippines. So that made it a good suggestion for that price point. I would have wanted it to be lower, but I like that. Just seeing their opinion, seeing the proper phone reviews that you don't get here in the Philippines. They are savage about poorly made phones, though, but I kind of like it. Yeah, you can have your own opinion. You can have your own spin on it, or if you want, like maybe you like this design, maybe you prefer this selfie over the other. That's fine. You just respect their opinion and compare and contrast what you think and what they think. So anyway, what did I say? Did I say Ranjit? What did I say? Crap. Okay, so let's talk about what we're talking about today. Should we start? Who's the boss? Wait, who's the boss in Indian as well? I thought he was American. I thought he was, or maybe even British. If you're new here, just in case you don't remember, my name is Ash, and you're watching C-Tech. C4E Tech. Let's get started. Yeah. C4E has really good, video production. I don't know if I can match that. But I'm learning. I'm learning a little bit. What was I gonna say? See, Ranjit does a lot more of the, just looking at the camera, talking, and then maybe some B-roll. Okay, let's talk topics. Welcome to the Big Time Show. My name is Alex from thetechnoclass.com. Today is Saturday, April 28th, 2018. Welcome to the show. Today, the show is called The Big Time Show. And I wanted to do a slightly more chill stream today because I was feeling really, really sleepy earlier, and I was like, maybe I couldn't wake up. But now that I'm talking, now that I'm getting into the groove of it, I'm into it, but maybe not, maybe not jumping around and doing calisthenics. I want to talk. I want to talk tech. So what is the first thing? Should we wait? Let's talk about a local phone. A local phone for once. I'm pretty sure I have it. I'm gotta open the email first. Maybe I have to have to hide my email, or have to hide the emails before I clicking on it first. So Starmobile. Sorry, Starmobile. Where is it? Starmobile has launched a new phone. It is sort of a rugged phone. So introduces the Up Extreme, reinforced with extreme screen technology. I want to see this in action. Actually, I wonder how much it's going to cost. We'll find out. Can withstand scratches caused by coins, keys, buttons, and accidental contact from solid metal objects. It's also pressure resistant, tolerating direct pressure up to 30 kilograms. Endure deliberate impact for sharing the P. Okay, so let's look at this thing. I wish there was I hope there's a price. It looks like a pretty normal looking phone. I like the home button. Pretty basic Starmobile. How much is it? So it's running on, here are the specs. I don't know if you can read it. It's slightly blurry. Yeah. Maybe there's a website we can go. No. That's it. Oh. So let's see, MediaTek 6580, not the worst processor in the world, as long as it's a budget product. Wait, sorry. Oh, it doesn't have LTE, dual 3G switching. Wow. 5-inch 2.5D high definition. I hope that means HD. I hope that means 720p. 8 megapixel autofocus with flash, 8 megapixel front-facing camera with flash, not bad. 2,300 milliamp hour battery. So this is a very budget phone with a a screen that will withstand damage. How much is it? 3,990. There you go. There you go. That's a competitive phone, 3,990. That's not bad. Let's see. 16 gigs of ROM, 1 gigabyte of RAM. Okay, 4,000 with a rugged screen. Not the worst thing in the world. The Rogueman show. What is keeping other companies from bringing more phones to the Philippines? Something to do with government policy. I would likely say that yes, it's probably government policy. There's a lot of red tape here in the Philippines, and I know you would probably say there's a lot of red tape in India as well. I think we would probably beat you there when it comes to red tape. 4,000 pesos is just right. I think so. Yeah, it's an old CPU. We're talking about 1 gig of RAM. I wish it was Android Go, but it's not. So yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. That's what I was gonna say about our other local brands like Cherry Mobile and Cloudphone. The problem with those brands is they just don't innovate. And I have to admit, Star Mobile did something nice here with the let's quote unquote call it an indestructible display. This is something new. This is something unique that the product brings. And it is not something that, let's say, Oppo, Vivo, Xiaomi is doing, right? So it's something unique and something that, there's a novelty feature here that, maybe somebody in the province is like, oh, I want one of these because, I'm let's say I work in a blue-collar job. And I often, drop my phone, or I often, do rugged things with my phone. So this is an interesting feature that you can offer that differentiates it from other brands. So that's nice. I think what Star Mobile did here is decent. Not, it's not gonna make us stand up and be like, oh, gotta buy Starmobile now. But it's nice, you know, when somebody comes across it at the mall, they're not gonna say, ah, that's boring. Okay, it's okay for users who doesn't need the selfie. I mean, 8 megapixel camera though, it's not bad. All right, so our main topics. Where's my graphics anyway? I forgot what topics we had this week. I believe there's a new Oppo phone. No, that's not it. Desktop. There's a new Oppo phone. There's a new Xiaomi Redmi 6X. Right, there it is. So I was not Mi 6X. This was somewhat of an okay thing. I mean, I'm not super excited about this, but it's only because there's nothing new with this phone, except for maybe the price point and whatnot. Let me get my windows up. Okay, so the Redmi, I'm just looking at the first website I can get. Mi 6S. I don't know why it's they're actually calling it the Mi A2, but maybe somebody has told people that it's gonna be the Mi A2. And if it is gonna be the Mi A2, then I'm excited. Mi A2 with Snapdragon 660, dual rear cameras launch, price, specifications, and more. So the new, which is expected to be launched as the Mi A2 with stock Android UI in India. Oh my God, you Indians are so lucky for if it's really stock Android, you're lucky. Android 8.1 Oreo based custom skin. Okay. 4 GB RAM, 64 GB storage option is 1599 CNY. 2 PHP. Let's see how much that's going to be. 13,000. Wow. And then INR. It's going to be 17. Around 17 for India. And then about 13,000 pesos in the Philippines. If it comes to the Philippines, that is actually quite good. This is super close to the price. Super close to the price of the Mi A1 by about 1,000, 2,000 pesos, or about 2,000, 2,500 rupees. Stock Android is always a plus. I know. So I don't have to read the specs as much at this point. It's knowing Xiaomi, it's probably a 1080p display, 18:9 ratio. Hey, thanks for the subscribe. Jun Tan, thanks for the subscribe. Let's see here. Probably like a 16 mega. I'm not gonna read it. Probably like a 16 megapixel with like an 8 megapixel secondary and maybe an 8 megapixel front. Let's see here. Specs. Highlight of the smartphone are the cameras, which feature AI integration. Oh no, AI. Okay, that's not too bad. AI is not too bad. 20 megapixel and f1.75 soft LED flash. That's the selfie camera. 20. Okay, all right. But it's cheap though. It's affordable, so that's a good thing. 12 megapixel and 20 megapixel. 1 micron pixel size. Face detection autofocus and dual tone LED flash. Okay. 30,010 milliamp hours. Quick charge 3.0. Oh, IR emitter. That's by the way, Xiaomi phones. Great job on having IR emitter still. There is no headphone jack. Oh, that's too bad. It's an automatic win. Alright, so 4 gigs of RAM, 20 megapixel front camera with a 20 megapixel rear camera with a secondary 12. Did they say if it was wide angle or zoomed in or what? Okay, let's look at the GSM Arenas edition. So, Snapdragon 660, 1080p display, aluminum body, 4 gigs of RAM. Okay, here we go. 12 megapixel doesn't say if it's monochrome or what. 2 times optical zoom. Oh, there you go. So I guess the 12 megapixel is zoomed in camera, and then a 20 megapixel. Okay, I have some issues with this phone. A few. I think MIUI ata yan, Mi A2, the Android one. Yeah, but yun na nga, they said that it might launch as the Mi A2 with stock Android. So I have two things that I don't like about this. Is number one is no optical stabilization again. Please, if you want to see a video of a vlog with no optical stabilization, you can watch my video from yesterday or earlier today, where I vlogged with the Oppo F7, and you can see that the no optical stabilization or no electronic stabilization is really, really bad for shooting video. I believe yung Mi A1. Okay, so another thing, the Mi A1 with stock Android did not come with any stabilization, no electronic, no optical stabilization on the Mi A1. So it's another one of those pitfalls that we might get if this launched as the Mi A2 or even the Mi 6X. And also, it doesn't have a headphone jack. Those are the two things that I would have a problem with. Otherwise, this is a very affordable Snapdragon 660 Full HD phone, metal build and everything. It's promising, but also not. Oh, it shoots 4K? It doesn't say. Wait, shoot 4K. Oh, it does shoot 4K. Well, that's a good thing, but it does, without any if it doesn't come with electronic stabilization, it's gonna be kind of sucky. The price is very nice, I have to admit. It's a Xiaomi phone, but think about this though. There's a lot of Xiaomi phones out there. There's a lot of competitive phones out there, even from Xiaomi. So this is competing with a lot of Xiaomi products. This is competing with just the 5A, the 5 Pro. Was it the 5 Pro? I don't know. Let me Redmi 5 Pro. Did Xiaomi announce a stock Android as well? 636 octa-core overview. Okay. I've been hearing a lot about this 5 Pro, and this is the first time nahilo po yung Oppo F7 vlog. Yeah, Ains Catastrophe, I know. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you didn't watch it like in super full screen, kasi pag pinanood mo talaga siya super full screen, you will really have a hard time watching it. Okay, I want to see this. So let's see. 12 plus 5, 20 megapixels, Snapdragon 636, MIUI 9, 4000 milliamp hours, Full HD plus. So look at this phone. Is this not competing with the Mi 6X? What is the difference between this, which is a Snapdragon 636, right, versus the Mi 6X? There's so little difference between. It's just an 18:9 ratio, Snapdragon 600 series, 14 nanometer process, whatever. Dual cameras in the back, single camera in front. As long as it's like 12 plus megapixels, nobody's gonna care what the quality is. It's gonna be made of metal. It's gonna have a fingerprint scanner. What's the difference between the Mi 6X and the 5 Pro? Tell me. What is does this have a does this have a headphone jack? It does. It does have a headphone jack. So what's so good about the Mi 6X? Because it has AI? That's the problem with Xiaomi phones. They just blur together at this point, and that's let's just say that's not a bad thing. It's kind of a confusing thing, and also it makes new Xiaomi phones kind of you know, what's what? Look, this has Beautify 4.0. Um, this has AI beautification. Cool. Very, very hard to distinguish what they're for. Who is the 6X for? Who is the 5 Pro for? And this is 13,999. So that's more affordable. So 14,000 INR to PHP. That's gonna be 10,000 plus pesos. That's gonna be 3,000 pesos cheaper than the 6X. And look at this plate. Look at this website. They even compare it. Okay, 5.99 full HD, Qualcomm 660, 636. 20 megapixel plus 12. This has 12 plus 5, 20 megapixel front camera, 4,000. Why is this green and this should be higher, 4,000 milliamp hours? Note 5 China po ni-release dito sa Pilipinas, tas imbes na 20 megapixel front cam naging 12 megapixel na lang. That's too bad. Honestly though, megapixel, why does it matter so much? It doesn't really matter. Ang mas importante when it's more important when the quality of those megapixels are better. You know, as long I take 12 megapixel any day as long as it has optical stabilization and as long as it has better quality photos. You know, like I keep saying, HTC 10, I still keep coming back to it. Still a better phone than anything I've reviewed recently. So, in terms of camera quality, in terms of stabilization, in terms of everything. So, you know, nag-order. I just ordered a smartphone bracket. Actually, it's a flash bracket. What I'm gonna do is mount two phones together, like a lot of, you know, comparison videos do, and I'm gonna compare. What I'm gonna do is put phones against HTC 10. That's what I'll do. I know the HTC 10 is not available anymore from a lot of retailers and a lot of secondhand stores. But it's that's gonna be my baseline for my reviews at this point, because I want to show people how high megapixel doesn't mean much. This has what, a 5 megapixel front camera, a 12 megapixel main camera. God bless it for having optical stabilization. God bless for having optical stabilization in the front camera. That means I can make shaky low light selfies and it still look good. Actually, let's try that right now and see what it looks like. Wait, that makes me look really. Okay. All right, I took a low light selfie. You can see there's just the light coming from my monitor. Okay, took a low light selfie here, and we'll do it with the Oppo F7. I'm not trying to throw shade into the Oppo F7, but that's the phone I have right now. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna add that to my photos on Google Photos, Google whatever it's called, I forget. Now, Oppo F7, 25 megapixel. I'm gonna turn off the beautification, right? So it's a little bit of a fair fight, and also I'm gonna try to frame it the right way. Oh, it's mirrored. Wait, let me unmirror it on the settings. So mirror, camera. Okay, flip selfie. Yes, there we go. Okay, so same framing, hopefully. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna upload these to Google Photos. This one does not have any beautification. Okay, let's just use as, no, not use as. Add to album and this. Jim says it can shoot 4K with DIS pero need ng open camera app. Yeah, that's true. I mean, normally I review stuff with using the stock camera apps, right? So I know you can do a lot more things with, open camera, for example. But that's the thing. You don't assume people will install open camera app when they buy these phones, eh? That's like a small underscore in the review when you say that, okay, this. Oh, I have to flip the other camera photo. You have to mention to people that, hey, if you want to get this feature and that feature, you have to do this, this, this. So here's the HTC 10 photo, and then here's the Oppo F7 photo. I would say this is noisier, but this is also sharper. The HTC 10, because you can see a lot more detail in the for example here with the detail or the the texture of the light source I have behind me, or the light thing. The softbox I have behind me is more. You can see the texture easier or better, and then on the Oppo, it's a little bit more softer. A lot of the you can see a little bit more softer, less detail overall. It's still decent, but I can definitely say this has more detail. This is more detailed, a little bit more noise, but definitely more detail. You can see a lot more of the folds of the shirt. See a little bit more detail in the stuff behind me, and of course the detail in the softbox. Over here, you can see the detail is much lower. The shirt has much less detail, or yung colors ng shirt has less differences between them compared to this photo where there's a lot of differences in the folds of the shirt. This, it turns, a lot of it smooths out a little bit, and then smooths out my chin, and then this is a little bit more smooth out than this. Sir, release po ba sa atin yung Asus Zenfone Max Pro? That's a big question, actually. That's a very, very, very good question that we're gonna discuss the Max Pro, but I will answer a question right now. I don't know if it's gonna come to the Philippines, but we're gonna discuss it to assume if it comes to the Philippines. I think it's time to move on anyway. So the Mi 6X, unless it's coming with Android One, I would not pay attention to it. It seems like it's an affordable Xiaomi phone with high megapixel sensors, promising Snapdragon 660, but you know that Drake meme that goes like this? Is that Drake? Yeah. This one. So do you know that Drake meme that goes like, no optical stabilization, I'm like this. And then when it has optical stabilization, I'm like, okay, no optical stabilization with stabilization. No 4K with 4K. So I know a lot of people don't care about that, but it's a huge bonus to have stabilization. It shows that the brand cares about the photos that it takes. It shows that the brand cares about the quality that it takes. I don't understand how so few people are still so few brands are still implementing optical stabilization. I don't know. Or even just electronic stabilization would help too. Okay, let's face it. Beggars can't be choosers at this point. Electronic stabilization would be great too. Um, it's funny. It's funny because if you can only see what's in front of my desk right now. My desk, I have three permanent, I mean, not permanent, but it's generally there all the time. The BlackBerry Priv, 16 megapixel optically stabilized camera, still shoots great 4K. I turned it on again because I wanted to do some camera comparisons. The Lumia 1020, baby. Here it is. The Nokia Lumia 1020. I turned it on, charged it. Optically stabilized 40 megapixel camera. And then, that's not it. This HTC 10 stabilized back and stabilized front camera. I don't want no more non-stabilized cameras. The technology is there. There's a lot of brands that have stabilization in their cameras. I think Xiaomi needs to get into that bandwagon. Please. Okay, let's move on. This is why I still love the Zenfone series, because they have stabilization. All right, let's move on. So should we talk about the new Zenfone? Zenfone? Oh, let's talk about Oppo A3, because this is new, and I'm surprised that they're launching something as new as. It's like an F7. Okay, Oppo just announced its latest A3 mid-range phone, Helio P60. Crazy, because that's the same processor as the F7. The Chinese company presented the phone with ultra-thin bezels and a cutout on display, which is the notch. 6.2 inch. I think that's bigger than this one. 19:9 ratio, same as this one. Full HD plus. Primary camera on the back, 16 megapixel. 1.8 f1.8 lens, and selfies with the 8 megapixel shooter. So this one is a lower end version to this, because this has what is it, 16 in the back and then 25 in, I forget. And then this one has 16 megapixel in the back and then 8, no longer 25 megapixel selfies. This is 8 megapixel selfies. Let's see, price, CNY 2099, CNY 2099, 2 PHP. So, what? Wait. Why is it as pricey as the Oppo F7? What? INR. And then it's going to be about 22,000 Indian rupees. What's up, Ate Nyaw Nyaw? What? The phone is offered with the fancy triangular design. What's the diff? What? Oppo F7. Zenfone na please. Okay, after this. Malapit na to. Why is it more expensive? Or about the same price? They're the same, pretty much the same specs and the same build and the same everything. Well, Helio P60. Is it because it has 128 gigs of storage? But it only has an 8 megapixel camera. Is it? Ano nangyayari sa mundo? Bakit kaya blurred minsan kapag magalaw ng konti ang front cam ng J7 Pro ko? Magalaw? But maybe it's just you know, you have to hold your phone a little bit steadier. Alright, so I don't understand this thing. It's expensive for some reason. Or about the same price as the Oppo F7. Hopefully, once they convert the price to the Philippines, if they're launching this in the Philippines, I hope they're gonna price it more affordably compared to, or give us a reason why. I know it doesn't matter the 25 megapixel versus 8 megapixel, to be completely honest, But you know, I want to see. I want to know why is it as expensive as the Oppo F7? Anyway, let's move on. So Zenfone Max Plus. Max Pro. Sorry, not Plus. There we go. Here we go. So this is very promising, or at least semi-promising, because my issue with this one, or not Zenfone 4, not Zenfone 4. M1. Also, goddamn Asus, please fix your goddamn naming scheme. Ah. Look at all these, bro. Look at all these not even. Look at these confusing crap. There's Zenfone 4 Max Pro, then Zenfone Max, Zenfone Max M1, Zenfone Max Pro, Zenfone Max Pro M1, Zenfone Max Plus. Okay. Let's go to Yugatech. Why not? Okay. Zenfone Max Pro M1 is ZB601KL. So that means it's a 6-inch display, 1080p display, Snapdragon 636, same as the Zenfone 5. Has a 4GB RAM, 64 storage, and then it has a dual camera, a 13 megapixel plus what? Oh, there's two variants. Oh no! Oh god! Why there's so many versions? Dual 13 megapixel plus 5 megapixel camera on the regular version, and then you get 16 and 5 megapixel cameras on the 6GB version, and then you get 8 megapixels on the regular version, and then 16 megapixel selfies on the 6GB version. Why? Why, Asus? Why? Okay, 5,000 milliamp hour battery and nothing. What it's okay. So what we're told is this going to be a stock Android build. So let's read Yugatech. Launched the smartphone in India, is being branded as the rival of Xiaomi's Redmi Note 5 series. Meet the Zenfone Max Pro, the newest member of the Zenfone Max series that supports Qualcomm Snapdragon 636. 6-inch Full HD Plus display. Priced at about 8,000. What? No. What? But ang baba ng price. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, it's exclusive to India's Flipkart. Oh, this is not gonna come to the Philippines, is it? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know, Mob Reacts. Palagay po ba released, ano? Sa palagay nyo, release ba ito sa atin? So, it says it's a Flipkart exclusive. Ang baba ng price niya. What the hell? Wait, is this real life? Is this real life? That's really good. Unfortunately, I think it's gonna be not gonna. It's probably not gonna launch in the Philippines. $5,000 milliamp hour battery and everything.
इसके साथ ही साथ हम आपको बताना चाहेंगे हमें ना तो कोई
Oh no, 720p only?
प्रोटेक्टिव कवर मिला और कंपनी ने इसे एकदम नीट स्पेसिफिकेशंस की तरफ करें तो ये डिवाइस 3 GB रैम और
So it
32
definitely
GB
looks like
इंटरनल
a
स्टोरेज
Zenfone
के साथ
Max with
आता
all
है
these stickers
और
and
हाँ के
ugliness.
साथ आती है में और क्या डिवाइस चार्ज कर सकते हैं। वहीं इस डिवाइस के
Stock
ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम
Android,
की बात करें तो ये
baby.
स्मार्ट बैटरी की बात करें तो ये डिवाइस 5000 mAh की बैटरी के साथ आता है जिसमें कंपनी ने रिवर्स चार्जिंग इंक्लूड की है जिसका मतलब
Huh. That's promising. But it's probably I'm gonna say not gonna come to the Philippines. Not gonna come to the Philippines. This is way too good a product. Also, it's a 6-inch, not 6.2 as the Zen. It doesn't have the notch. Okay. All right, let's do differences. Okay. It doesn't have the notch. Okay. Yeah, the cameras are different. It shoots 4K as well. So it shoots 4K, but that's nice. Micro USB charging, not USB Type C. Why Asus ROG Man? If you don't know who Asus ROG Man is, si B-Boy po yun in disguise. Abangan nyo po yun sa Kong TV. The joke is Kong TV will give his laptop to ROG Man, and it will be Randolph Novino, the B-Boy himself. Asus Zenfone ROG maglabas sila competitor ni Razer phone. Yeah, that's true. They were gonna do that. I still don't believe in dedicated gaming phones. I think that's pretty stupid. One thing is, phones they shouldn't be designed as gaming. Their external appearances should not look gamery. Because I don't want gamery on my laptops either. So that kind of stuff is stupid. So please, just if you're gonna make a phone that is better, it's a gaming phone. Please don't add your stupid red accents to it. Please don't add aggressive corners and bullcrap into it. Please, Asus, have some restraint. Please have some restraint. I hate it because what the design looks. They actually put the design in there partially because people see it and they know it's for gaming. It's partly brand recognition. It's not brand recognition, but it makes you. For example, if an Oppo doesn't have a 25 megapixel camera in the front, how would you know it's a selfie phone? It's a selfie master. It's a selfie whatever. It has to have 25 megapixels because you have to know that it's for selfies. Same reason as making the phone look as ugly as fuck makes you know that it's for gaming. That's the Asus ROG that's the Asus ROG not theory, philosophy. Make it as ugly as possible so that the people know by just looking at it that it's for gaming. Let's see. No notch dedicated SD card slot fast charging. I think mas better pa si M1 Pro versus Zenfone 5 tapos cheaper pa. No, I would go with the Zenfone 5. Well, not because the Zenfone 5 is cheaper. No. Of course the Max Pro is cheaper M1. What I like about the Zenfone 5 is stabilization. No stabilization. Stabilization. OIS. So I prefer the Zenfone Max because of the optical stabilization. But to be completely honest, that's not something anybody would, if the Max Pro is so affordable, if it's gonna launch here, it's gonna turn the world upside down, turn the Philippines upside down, even more than the Zenfone 5 sort of made everybody turn and look because of the 20,000 peso price point. This is the 20,000 peso price point, except it's 10,000 pesos. The Zenfone Max Pro. That's gonna turn everything upside down. It's 636. Like what? I don't. Not even Xiaomi can compete with the Zenfone Max Pro, right? For the 8,000 peso price point, 9,000, 10,000. I doubt it. Let's just say it starts at 10,000, then 11, and then 12. I seriously doubt it's gonna come to the Philippines at this point. What I'm thinking is, I think most likely Flipkart is subsidizing this phone. I think Flipkart is subsidizing this phone by a huge amount. By literally like more than 30% of the price of the phone. Flipkart is subsidizing it. Why? Because Flipkart probably wants to promote their website. I think that's what's going on here. I can't. Plus, it's stock Android. Or at least, it's not Android 1 though. It's not Android 1. Nanood ako ng launch nila sa India. Sabi globally launch pero una sa India and Indonesia. Okay. Hopefully. Make it minimal design na lang, gaming phone. Yeah, right? I like to believe gamers know their shit and would look at the specs. Yeah, but they don't. That's the thing. Some. Okay, it's the Venn diagram kasi. It's like okay, Asus says, we know gamers don't give a shit about our stupid designs. Is basically what they're saying. Asus knows that gamers don't like the stupid designs, but they did their market research and said, okay, even though our gamers don't like stupid designs, they don't care as much as us gaining enough, market recognizability by making our stupid designs. So this is just the lesser evil. So they're thinking, okay, what if we make like very stealthy, very nice, very classy designs for gamers? That's one option. And then the other option is, the problem with our option 1 is, they say, the problem with our option 1 is not the people who don't know any better, the people who are only casual gamers, who don't know the specs, who don't know what, will not know that these are gaming laptops or these are gaming devices. While if they do option number two is make their devices as ugly as possible, but at least everybody knows that it's for gaming. So they weighed the options. They weighed the two options. Option 1 is to have a classy looking laptop or device or whatever that only gamers would know about, or to make the ugliest laptops or devices ever, but everybody knows it's for gaming. And they went with option number 2 because they probably tried to determine how many people will be affected by option number 1 and how many people will be affected by option number 2. And by weighing down those two, they think it from what their market research has been doing, it says, according to their research, that number 2 is the better option. It says that making your devices as ugly as possible will still get us more customers than the option number 1. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. And I might agree with them, because there are some people who don't know any better. You don't know, okay, this is a classy looking laptop. Okay. Ba't ang mahal, or ba't ang no? They don't know. They don't know. So I think they're doing option number 2. It's terrible for us gamers, but we have to live with it, unfortunately. Oppo F7 po ba is good for a gamer like me? Sana malaunch sila sa atin, hopefully. Oppo F7, one thing I have to say, okay, so the battery is great so far. The temperatures are very nice. Hindi siya nag-iinit. It's not the best in terms of 3D performance. Hindi siya the best at 3D performance, right? So, I haven't done the full, like, gaming benchmark. Hey, what's up, Kuya Gian? Kakauwi lang. Wow, dang. So, did you watch, like, oh yeah, anybody watch Avengers? I didn't watch it yet. They are paying for the gaming brand again, little people, really. True, it's the philosophy. Yeah, so, okay, so, yeah, I mean, I'm about as heavy as a gamer as anybody, or what, so, and then, I just don't like non-classy designs. Mob React says, okay na ba guys yung globe ngayon, back to normal. Yeah, they sent an email, actually. This email. See? Great, wonderful globe. What public apology? A public I read that as a public apology. It actually says public advisory. Oh crap! Public advisory. We wish to inform our mobile, Globe NTM prepaid, postpaid, and platinum, and broadband postpaid LTE and home prepaid Wi-Fi customers who were affected by the service interruption today that all services including voice, SMS, and data are now fully restored and back to normal. With full restoration of services, the usual charges are already being implemented. Customers are advised to reset your device or modem by switching it off and on should any issues be encountered. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Yoli Crisanto, Globe Senior Vice President for Corporate Communications. That Yoli Crisanto has been there for a long time. She's been there. She's been there years. I don't know if that means good or bad, but she's a nice person. She's a friendly person. But could be because she's working in that position. That's why she's friendly. um, Yeah, so there you go. There's a public advisory. It says that they're. I don't know if they did any like apologies or anything, but from what I hear, some people could have gotten free data and free service for the amount. I'll wait for 3-4 months as usual. Bilis ng sagot, sir. Hands up, galing mo. Anong sagot? Sagot sa akin. Sagot ng Oppo F7. I think if you're strictly going to play games, I think you should still go with a Snapdragon, a powerful Snapdragon processor. There are some very good options from the Xiaomi camp with the Snapdragon 835 ata yung nasa Xiaomi ngayon sa Trinoma at Mega Mall. But I would wait a little bit because honestly the Snapdragon 845, there's going to be a huge flood of Snapdragon 845 phones. I think the Snapdragon 845 is going to be a very popular processor this coming year, this next few months, because think about it, the Zenfone 5 with the Snapdragon 845 is going to be 30,000 pesos. That's crazy. That's one of the most affordable phones to get a Snapdragon 845, and I'm pretty sure Xiaomi is hot on the heels. Xiaomi is gonna follow very, very closely to that and launch your own Snapdragon 845 devices and I'm gonna predict mga 25,000 sa Xiaomi, and then the Black Shark is around 25,000 as well. Hopefully if it comes to the Philippines. Now I have separate problems with the Black Shark, but not the processor. The processor is 845 on the Black Shark, so thankfully that's gonna be good. Other problems about Black Shark is the design is so ugly and the controller is just half a controller. So why would you? I don't understand. It's a gaming phone. It's a gaming phone. Why is there a controller that's only half? If it's your gaming phone, it has to be one full controller. What's going? Everybody has wireless controllers. That's my problem with Black Shark. But the 845 processor and maybe the cooling and maybe the display. It's okay as long as it's priced decently, but it's still an ugly phone. I don't think it's gonna look, if it's gonna be 25,000 pesos for the Black Shark, I might still recommend the Zenfone 5. Diba? Because why would you want an ugly phone with a half a controller that may be slightly better at cooling the processor when you can get the Zenfone 5? It's probably better in every way. Okay, Nokia X6. I have a Nokia X, by the way, so when the rumors... Nandito pa yung Nokia ko eh. Ah, where is it? Oh, look at that. I was gonna give this phone to my mother before, but she got a different phone. Yeah, Motorola gaming panel. Look at this bad boy. Let's go full. Hindi, wag na. Hindi. Whoa, look at that green. It's not even getting picked up by the green screen, the chroma key. Oh, there it is, chroma key. The Moto X, the original Android by Nokia. I don't think it has charge. This thing is built. Oh, it vibrated. The original, the last. I think one of the last phones from Nokia ever. The actual Nokia from Finland. This build quality is... You can't get this build quality anymore. You can't get this build quality. If you come down here, you go to my place, you hold this Nokia X, you come here, you touch the Nokia X, you see, that's when you know build quality. This feels solid. Solid. Come on. Bumukas ka naman. And you can change the back. You can change the back. I'm trying to remove the back, but it's not helping. That's when you know build quality. The original Finland designed Nokia X. with the forked Android UI. Did it boot? Oh, it's still booting somehow. I think. There you go. The old Nokia X. Anyway. Last sir, anong mid-range phone yung maganda sa gaming para sa'yo? Magkano yung... Wait, magkano yung... You don't care about... Nokia 1030 ata, last urig Nokia. 1030? What do you mean 1030? Oh, the big one, the 6-inch. Oh, did you hear that? It says ta-da-nung-nung-nung. I have Nokia C1 dual SIM, paamoy na amoy ko pa rin ang urig na build quality ni Nokia. I have other Nokias, but yeah, Nokia 1020 and whatnot, but this is I wanted to sell this, but nobody. I mean, I know nobody will want to buy it at the time. And it's a nice novelty. It's a nice novelty phone from Nokia, the old Nokia, the classic Nokia. So mid-range phone yung magandang gaming para sa'yo. I'm gonna go with the Redmi Note 4X. Entry level pa nga yung Redmi Note 4X eh, hindi ba? I honestly, anything Snapdragon 625 or higher is gonna do a lot for you when it comes to gaming. I know medyo mas tumaas yung demand for 3D gaming ngayon sa mga phones because of the popularity of Rules of Survival, the popularity of PUBG Mobile. But honestly, I think the 625 is enough. I think the 625 is enough, so you should try the Xiaomi Mi A1, or the Redmi Note 4X. The thing is, maliit yung upgrade between, maliit yung parang incremental upgrades between like Snapdragon 625, and then there's the 626, and then the 630, and then the 636. Excuse me, it's gonna be expensive to like get the 636 or the 660, for example. I think at this point, if you're gonna ask me for a phone that is available now in the Philippines or Lazada or whatnot, hindi yung mga mahirap hanapin, right? It's gonna be the Mi A1 or the Redmi Note 4X. If you're willing to wait a little bit, we might be able to get if we can get the Max Plus M1, that might be good. Ano pa ba yung mga high-end Snapdragons na pwede natin makuha? Honestly, I think, wait, let's see. Oh, look at this bad boy. It booted up and stuff, the Nokia. The Nokia. Ilang taon na nakabaon sa ano nito? This thing still holds a charge and everything. Oh god, this processor is so slow though. Zenfone 5 will be my bet, but it's 19,000 pesos. Have a unit matibay siya and gaming capable. Yeah, I mean Zenfone 5 I think is very good. The 636 and then the 20,000 peso price point. Eh sabi niya 18 kasi. Kung may 18k ka, dagdag ka na lang 2k, mag Zenfone 5 ka na. Yeah, or you can get like the Mi where's my Xiaomi price lists? Naglinis ako ng kwarto eh. I mean, hindi naman naglinis completely, but nagbawas ako ng stuff. Okay, so if you really want something like powerful, there's the Mi Note 2 with the Snapdragon 821, the Xiaomi Mi 6, or there's no price for that yet. No, I think your best bet is the oh, how about Oppo? Wait, magkano yung Oppo na ano? Not Oppo, sorry. OnePlus 5T, magkano? No. What's the current price of OnePlus 5T? Oh, god damn it. I'd say you should wait a little bit more. Oh, mahal pa yung OnePlus 5T. Hindi pa bumaba na to. Oh, wait. Nokia 8, right? Oh, yeah. Wait, you should wait. Oh, hindi. Naging ano siya, 25k eh. So the Nokia 8 was 21,000 pesos for a little while. And it's got a Snapdragon 835. This is one of the best product. This is one of the most powerful processors you can get. Sulit na sulit siya ng 21,000, ano? And it's got a Quad HD display. Okay, maybe Quad HD display is not best for gaming. Let's see. Nokia. Okay, let's talk about. There's one thing. Nokia 6X. No, not 6X. Sorry. Nokia 6 2018. Oh, hey, Kier James. What's up, dude? Let's see. This might be good. Yeah. Try it. Maybe this is for you. Maybe the Nokia 6 2018. This is 16,000 pesos. 16. This might be what you're looking for. It's a Snapdragon 630, sorry. Redmi 5 Plus. Mahirap maghanap ng Redmi 5 Plus dito eh. Uh, 625. Magkano yung Redmi 5 Plus? $10,000. Oh wait, this is it's not the Redmi 5A, right? This is a good option. It's just that you have to have one with proper warranty support and all that. It's more the processor than anything else. So just look for a Snapdragon 625 or anything better. But at this point in time, right now, at where in April 28, 2018, wala pa yung bagong processors eh. Wala pa yung yeah, yeah, you could go with the 10 plus. It's no problem. And the thing here is what we're after is the processor because we're looking for gaming. What we're after is maybe 18 by 9 display for better, gaming view age and whatnot, and maybe even battery life, right? That's what we're looking for here. So this essentially is basically the same as the Redmi Note 4X, right? Because the Redmi Note 4X has what, 4,000 din ba? Battery? 4,100 milliamp hour battery, and Hatsune Miku is in the cover. Sa Mega Mall po ba, di ba may Xiaomi? Yes, sa Mega Mall and Trinoma. There's Xiaomi stores in Mega Mall and Trinoma. So my point here is, they're the same processor. They're using the same Snapdragon 625. At this point, it doesn't matter what the design is or whatever. I think the advantage of the Redmi 5 Plus would be the 18 by 9 ratio display, I think. What is the display? Does it have 18 by 9 ratio? Yes, it does. Okay. Go for the 5 Plus. But it's still Snapdragon 625. So what I'm telling you here is it's basically the same performance. The same performance, the 4X, the same performance as the Mi A1, right? So you're not getting any more performance than that you would want. The comparison na lang dito is the warranty support from wherever you're buying it. So I'm pretty sure the 4A, the 5A, and the Note 4X and the Mi A1 would have at least a somewhat of a good warranty support here in the Philippines. So you're not getting what you're deciding here is they're all the same performance. They're basically the same phones. The only things that would make those decisions change for you or in my affecting decision mo is warranty, freebies, design, whatnot. So very minor things. So it's up to you at this point. But keep in mind, that's just the Snapdragon 625. So if you want more performance, you want to get better than a 625, which I don't think you really need, especially. Honestly, medyo spoiled yung. I think people are getting spoiled about these Android games. I think, investing too much in these Android gaming machines. I think they're losing the tree for the forest, in the forest or something like that. I think, the difference between spending another 5,000 pesos to get, an extra few frames per second is not going to change your experience of the game. So, it's up to you. Honestly, I don't play a lot of games on my phone, so I know I'm a different. I have a different lifestyle. That's why. I honestly, in honest to goodness, hand to God and hand to heart or whatever Shiva, Vishnu in India. I think a Snapdragon 625 is enough for video. Is enough for Android games. Period. I think a Snapdragon. I played a lot of games on the Zenfone 3 when I reviewed it. It was perfectly fine. I know the games were different back then, but I think the performance was enough. Yeah. Is it safe to buy a phone from Lazada? Yep. Yeah. Go ahead. I buy a lot of things from Lazada, but not phones. Sa Mega po, tama, hindi naman ako mahilig sa camera kasi pangit ako. Grabe naman, dude. I'm not that attractive either. Di rin ako mahilig sa camera kaya mas prefer ko Max Pro kaysa ZF5. Okay, I understand. Ipon ka pa and then buy Nokia 7 Plus. The 7 Plus is promising, but I like the 6 2018 better. Kuya Alex, may tanong lang ako, ano po ba mas maganda kung Snapdragon sa Snapdragon 652 na dati, no. The 652, don't get those. The 652 is the older processor thing. Uh, so, in case, okay, so since there's so many processors now, and it's really getting hard to keep track. Here's what you need to look for in a processor. You need to look for 14 nanometer or lower. Okay, so let's go look for the Snapdragon 652. Right. So the 652, you can see that the fabrication, that the fab, the fab, fabulous. It's not fabulous enough because it's only 28 nanometer. It's not fabulous. Look, okay, so what you want is a 14 nanometer or a 10 nanometer. Or lower. There's gonna be 7 nanometer soon, hopefully. But the lower the nanometer, the better. And in terms of gaming, I think you should get a 600 series, not a 400 series. There are 400 series, like the Snapdragon 430, like the Snapdragon 450. That's the new one that a lot of brands are using, 450, 14 nanometer. But when it comes to gaming, you want the Snapdragon 600 series, but you want 14 nanometer or lower. So that means Snapdragon 625, Snapdragon 626, Snapdragon 630, 636, 660. You can clearly see. And then there's that new one, which should still not be available in any brand, in any phone. It's a Snapdragon 640, which should be arriving, maybe next year. And then the Snapdragon 800, if you want to know, you want to get, 14 nanometer as well, so 820. 821. You can see there. And then you have a 10 nanometer. There's the new one. Huh? You can see why. You can sort of have nakikita mo yung hierarchy of how performance is getting better, battery life is getting better. And heat generation is getting lower as long as the nanometer goes lower. So the 835 is now 10 nanometer. 845 is also 10 nanometer, right? So those are the processors you want. If you want to look for what I'm looking at here, this is the Wikipedia list of Qualcomm's Snapdragon systems on a chip. So very easy to find. You just go to Wikipedia, type list of Qualcomm Snapdragon processors, right? And what am I pressing? Oh, this. This is my review of the Gamdius gaming chair. You type Qualcomm Snapdragon chips sa Wikipedia, and hinahanap ko yung isa kong dashboard. There it is. Okay. You type that and look for processors that are 14 nanometer. And if you're gaming, you want a Snapdragon 600 or better. 600 series or better. So maybe you can get a Snapdragon 800, same as my HTC 10, right? So HTC 10 has a 820. There it is. So Snapdragon 820, 14 nanometer. There it is. And ito lang, maybe you want an extra bit of like maybe ganun ka importante sa iyo. Maybe it's so important to you to have power, performance in your device. You want, even if you buy secondhand. So if you want to buy secondhand, there's HTC 10s secondhand for 11.5. There's one for 14. No, that's not it. 12,000 here, and then there's 13,000 HTC 10, and you can be as good as my optical stabilized 4K videos. May review ka ba? What's up, Prince? HyperX Cloud Alpha? Wala. None. I think HyperX headphones are really good overall. Any one of them. One thing I do have to mention though is that their microphones are not for broadcast quality, not for YouTube quality. Okay, YouTube maybe cheap or but super like 7-year-old, 10-year-old YouTuber quality only. They're not like, they don't have boomy bass or anything. I used to, si Kuya Norm sigurado natatandaan yan. I used to host BTS with the HyperX Cloud Revolver S. And honestly, it was very comfortable in the head. It was so padded and whatnot. It was so good. And the design was pretty nice too. The problem was the microphone was like, "Hi guys, I'm Alex from the Technical Class and Com. Thanks for watching Big Time Show." And honestly, for just communicating with other dudes on the internet for like Skype or just telling them, sa likod, bomba, bomba, sa likod, kalaban yan. That's fine. But when you're doing YouTube, when you're doing live streams, when you're doing what, you need something better quality. So that's my problem with HyperX headphones. If you're not gonna do YouTube, if you're not gonna do Twitch, if you're not gonna record your conversations and let other people listen to your conversations that have a little bit decent of a listen, they have good ears. Na lang. Then you don't want the HyperX microphones. I've never seen a HyperX microphone that have performed good. They will say that they perform good, but when I try them, so far hindi ako na-impress. Super daming HTC. Actually, hindi. Konti lang yung actual HTC. This is the HTC Desire 10 Pro. This is the Desire 10 Pro, for example. This is the Desire Evo, I think. This doesn't have the HTC 10. This one is HTC 10. This one is an HTC 10. This is not the HTC 10. Look at that. Look at the design. It's completely different. This is not the HTC 10. Desire 10. This one is wait, what? 4,000 pesos? That must be broken. Battery already replaced to HTC Service Center dahil ayaw na magbukas. Gamit almost 3 months, then bumilis na namang malobat, so I decided to keep it na lang. Okay. Okay, so battery issue. That's too bad. But it's only 4,000. Dude, I might buy that. Just for the performance and the camera capabilities, dude, Jesus Christ, this is like the cheapest 4K. This is like the cheapest 4K camera and selfie video camera for 4,000 pesos. I just hope that's the only problem, though. HTC 10, excellent phone, excellent phone. Let's see here. HTC 10 black, silver, rare. Oh, black? Let me see that. It's nah. I like my red, so I have the red version, of course. There it is, HTC 10. If you want to shoot vlogs like me, this is what you use. And use an external mic. I can teach you all about it if you want. It shoots 1080p stabilized video in the front, and then it shoots 4K. 4K in the back, and then it's stabilized. I want to show you just a very few people care about the quality on their phones, and it's just I don't understand how pasado sa mga ibang vlogs yung ganit yung how they pass the quality of on phones that don't pass quality. Like let's see, let's live vlog and see. I'll show you some 4K from this one from Hong Kong, right? I've shown this to a lot of people already, but would you believe that all of this stuff was shot and I got it in. I can watch it in 4K if we want. There you go. Even though I'm just streaming at 1080p and the window is only 720p. And here, let's do that. Oh, I'm buffering. Your phone, you can do this. This quality is actually possible. And other phones can do better than mine. Oh God. You can see each window. You can see each and every single window on all of these buildings, including the ones in the back on the HTC 10. I can see that this window is closed. That one is open. This has a slightly weird curtain na nakatali ng konti and whatnot. Your phone can do it. And mine cost 18,000 pesos. It's Snapdragon 820. 18,000 pesos. Snapdragon 820. Quad HD display. Made of metal. They just don't make them as good. What? Why? 1080p? Okay, let's even in 1080p. If I should, let's lower the quality of this video. Let's watch it in 1080p. Pag brand new na HTC 10, 18,000 pesos pa rin. If you can get one. Look, I can still see a lot of details. I can still see slightly less detail on the back there. Medyo pinagsama na yung pixel. Nung mga ano, you can see that. What? I can still see those windows on the back. Well, okay, so here's a comparison too. Here's this. Okay, I'm gonna go back to 4K. I don't want to throw shade at the Oppo phones. Okay, I mean they're fine, but they're not. They're just not in the same level. They're just not. They're not. Thankfully, they're not competing in the same space because look at what the Oppo F3. This is what the Oppo F3 shot while going through this area, and there's a secret here because I recorded the same area the next day or the day before with the HTC 10. This is the Oppo F3. Okay, so we can see some shape of a city on the back, a little bit of the ground here, and then the city on the back here. I'm gonna look for the HTC 10 shot. Hopefully I can find it. Siningit ko lang yun eh. No. I'm pretty sure it's around here. Oh, I found it. I found it. Here we go. Huh? What? What? I'm gonna lower the quality. I'm gonna set it to 1080p right about now. Huh? You thought you thought I was kidding around?
Mulan, sir.
You thought I was kidding around? You thought I was kidding? There you go. There's your difference. Can you notice a difference? I know you're just watching this 1080 and then the window is super small. Ay, sinet ko na sa 1080p yung ano, yung HTC 10 shot. This is what you're going up against when I'm reviewing phones. This is my standard. This is what I hold true. And even if it's just 1080p, it looks significantly better. And then maaraw pa yung sa Oppo F3. I'm not throwing shade at the Oppo F3. It's for a different demographic. Unfortunately, it's just different demographic lang talaga. But the quality difference is noticeable. This is what you're up against. This is what you're up against. That's why ang review ko napaka critical sa camera. And the HTC 10 is not the best camera phone in the world. It's not. There's this I still hold true. I think the best ones are the Pixel 2 and the Galaxy S9. But this is pretty high up there. And I'm not expecting you to go with the Galaxy. I don't expect you to have Galaxy S9 quality. But when an 18,000 peso phone looks like this, you have to at least. And then when the tech reviewers go out there and say, oh, the quality is very good, especially in good light. And I scratch my head because it doesn't look like this. Look how clearly you can see the edge of a building here versus the edges of these buildings. They're soft. Gaming, yes. The battery is a little short because it's a Snapdragon 800 series. So a Snapdragon 800 series. Okay, so here's what I can say about the differences between the series. Okay, the 800 is pure power. The 800 series is pure power with a little bit of sacrifice to the battery life. Right? So 800 is very, very powerful. You can play a lot of games, but the battery will drain faster. The 600 is enough power, like maybe 75 to 80% of the power of the Snapdragon 800, right? Snapdragon 800, but the battery is like 1.5 to 2 times longer. So what you're talking about here, if you want battery life, you go 600. And I'm not even kidding. The difference between the 800 series battery life and the 600 series battery life is basically 2 times. So if you want battery life and you want kahit 80% lang ng performance ng Snapdragon 800 series, go with the 600, 625 and higher. If you want pure performance, kahit na mababa yung battery life mo, like literally 75% or half of the battery life ng 600 series, go with the Snapdragon 800. Honestly, to be completely honest, if the HTC 10 had a Snapdragon 600, mas gusto ko pa siya. Hindi, because like I said, I don't play a lot of games. But what I'm saying here is, I could definitely use more, go with more battery life on the HTC 10. Umaabot naman siya at the end of the day. And of course, since I'm a tech blogger, I have a lot of batteries. I have a lot of power banks. So medyo prepared ako for a lot of contingencies when it comes to low battery. A lot of brands, a lot of people out there, especially yung mga gamers dyan, yung mga ano. Siyempre, naglalaro sila sa, with just galing sa opisina, galing sa, can we do this in full screen? No, wag na lang. So a lot of people out there will be like galing sa school, galing sa trabaho, whatnot. sometimes they would not have access to chargers or power banks and whatnot. So sometimes I would recommend, not the most powerful battery hungry device out there. But if you want more power, if you want just full on performance and you don't care kasi malagi kang may power bank or lagi kang magano, and see, the thing is, you have to take breaks when you're charging. Well, you can probably still play while charging, but may istorbo ka kasi may kable siya. So you have to weigh your options there. I honestly suggest, if you're just gonna play games, go with a Snapdragon 600 or a large battery like a 4,000 milliamp hour, 5,000 milliamp hour. If you can't, choose between the two, I'd still go with the Snapdragon 600. That being said, I admire you for thinking that you want an HTC 10, because it is a beast of a phone that is affordable and shoots amazing photos and videos. I wouldn't call it a gaming phone because the battery is going to be shorter than your average 600 series phone and whatnot. This is just, I hope you're seeing what I'm talking about when it comes to camera quality. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to camera quality. We're talking about, low light performance and whatnot. And once your phone is already not pasado sa ganitong good light, I know when you take this photo, when you take this 1080p video right here on the left, and you share that to social media, it looks okay. All of the photos I take with the F7, they look okay. When sharing to social media, they look okay. Even with the noise, they look okay. But I hold my cameras in a higher regard. I hold my cameras to the professional level. That's why I have to review them more critically. Unfortunately, ang trato ko sa ibang tech reviewer is they just don't know. They just don't. Unless they're just so blinded by whatever they're seeing, they don't know how good it can be, how better it can be. Even just 1080p video. Holy moly, look at that. It's not even my best video. It's not even my best looking video out there. Oh man. Ito walang gimbal to. This is just handheld. This is my shakiest. This is the shakiest I've managed to get the HTC 10 going.
Lunch dito sa Hujambo.
I don't talk about it often because nobody sees this difference. There's just a world of difference that you don't see some of the cameras. And I know it's possible. I know it's possible because I have a phone that does it. Alright. Mukhang may bago ako hanapin, sabi ni Kerr James. Alright, so HTC 10 gaming, yung color din. Salamat po, sir. I go for Redmi Plus na lang, sir. Yeah, go ahead. It's fine. Also, masasabi ko, HTC 10 is very hard to find. Especially brand new. Kasi binili ko siya sa Hot Gadgets. For 18,000 pesos. And wala na siya dito. Hindi na siya binibenta. Let's see HTC. Excuse me. Now, don't think for 1 second that any HTC will be as good as the HTC 10. I have problems with some of their newer ones, like the HTC U11 and whatnot, and they're pricey. Look at these prices. So don't immediately go like, oh, walang HTC 10. I'll buy the HTC Ultra. No, don't. I don't suggest it, even though the price is not bad. Actually, 18,000 for that. The one that is lack of poor use of space, sabi ni MKBHD. Anyway, like I said, tignan nyo dito wala ng HTC 10, the standard HTC 10. And don't get the HTC 10 Evo LTE. That's a different phone. Yes, Ortigas. Yes. I bought from Ortigas talaga. Dun sa anong tawag dito? Anong Corinthians ba? Ay, no, hindi Corinthians. Sorry. Anong pangalan ng mall na yun? Oh, I forgot the name of them all. Yeah, yeah. Just don't get any of these. Don't get any of these. This is kind of interesting on its own right, but it's not the same. It's not the same phone. Interesting yung HTC 10 Evo LTE, but probably only for me, not for you. Don't bother with it. It's not good. The cameras are not good, especially in low light. All right, so ang kulang na sorry. God dang it. Nokia X6. Eton Cyberpad. Thank you, John Chap. Nokia X6. Wait, meron na ako nakabukas na window na yun. No. Okay, here we go. Yeah, sa tapat ng Galleria. Yun, Eton Cyberpad. Doon din yung DynaQuest PC na pinupuntahan kong branch. So Hot Gadgets and doon yung DynaQuest. Tonton Infinix Hot S3, I don't like it. Okay. So it's another MediaTek phone. Wait, wala dito. Another MediaTek mediocre phone. Totally forgettable, stupid shit. That's what it is. Vivid 18:9 display, good battery life, decent cameras. Oh my god, this is a 720p display? Oh, Snapdragon. Oh god. Why? Okay, it's a Snapdragon, but why? No. Wag. No. No. Why? And then this price? ₱8,000? Anong floor ng Xiaomi store sa Cyberzone? The first floor ng Cyberzone, which is what? Third floor? Katabi siya ng escalator. Katabi ng I wanna say Sony store? Or either that or malapit sa Sony store. Andito ba yung video ko? Nasa kabilang computer siguro. Yeah, sa kabilang computer siguro yun. Nasa laptop. Yeah, no. Nasa third floor yun. Yeah. Basta unang floor na may... Yeah, unang floor na may Cyberzone. Or isang floor lang naman yung Cyberzone, my bad. And then, nasa bandang gitna siya. So don't go dun sa malayo. Bandang gitna siya. And then, hindi ka papasok sa loob ng Cyberzone. Dun sa mismong corridor ng Mega Mall na may elevators. Lakarin mo lang yun. Katabi siya ng... tapos may nagtitinda ng juice sa gitna na pagitan ng corridor. I forgot kung ano yung juice eh. Basta parang medyo artisanal juice. So, escalator, juice, Xiaomi store. And then, katabi ng Xiaomi store yung entrance papuntang Cyberzone sa loob. So, don't go to the Cyberzone sa loob and mag-ikot ka doon sa loob, yung mga paligid, yung pagitan ng octagon tsaka ng ano. No. Doon ka sa main hall. Nasa main hall siya. Papasok ka sa kanya from the main hall. Not from the Cyberzone hall. 6K na lang yung Hot S3. Okay lang, dude. Hindi ko pa rin masyadong gusto, bro. I mean, okay, so if you have a low budget, okay lang. But if you have a 6K budget, I would still go for the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4X. 7,000 plus yung pinakamababa na alam kong Redmi Note 4X. Ito, 3GB RAM, Snapdragon 625. There you go. This is the best I can recommend you. 1,300 lang idadagdag mo, bro. And then you have a 625. You have a full HD display, pretty good battery life, pretty large battery actually, 4,000 milliamp hour. And unfortunately, this is not compelling. Let's see here. Okay, so Hot S3, lower RAM, 3GB and 30. Okay, makes sense. Okay, let's see. 720p, 430, 3 gig RAM, micro SD, 13 megapixel, 20 megapixel. Hindi ako naniniwala. Like, never, anything above 12 megapixel, it's such a waste of time. 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Not bad, not bad. But I honestly would suggest, hopefully you can take this advice, heed the advice. Go for the Redmi Note 4X. Malaking difference between Snapdragon 430 and 625. It's like entry level processor versus honest to goodness my processor of choice. Even personal phone, I would go with the 625. Kahit na gagastos pa ako ng I would consider the 625 a flagship level for myself, because it's honestly, I think it's flagship level in terms of performance to battery saving ratio for the price. And I don't know, hindi ko alam kung maganda yung pag-explain ko. Basta I think, okay, let's say my HTC 10 had the Snapdragon 625. I would be super duper happy. I would be like, yes, okay lang yan, 625, I love 625. Boom! I don't care if I'm paying 18,000 pesos because it's Snapdragon 625, great processor. What I'm saying is, it's worth the money. It's worth the 1,000 peso difference. And I don't care if I'm gonna pay the extra 10,000 peso difference if it's long as it's 625. Yes, okay lang sa akin yan. 625 is a really huge upgrade in terms of performance, in terms of battery life. 2 times battery, 2-day battery life, and then the 4,000 milliamp hour battery, 3-day battery life. As long as hindi ka naglalaro ng games. Kung laro ka ng games, mababawasan ng konti. Redmi 5 Plus na lang, sir. Thank you. Alright, no problem, Michael. 50k sub soon? Yeah, I hope so. I think malapit na tayong mag 48. 47.5 malapit na tayo. So hopefully, actually, ang tinitingnan ko dyan yung dito yung round off. Gusto ko yung round off eh. So, asa na yun? Dito yun, no? Yung round off. So, 47k subscribers, right? And then, pag umabot siya ng 47.5 dito, pag umabot siya ng 47.5, magiging 48k na siya. So, that's what I'm waiting for, 48k. I like seeing the numbers go up. But hopefully, it arrives there soon because medyo hindi pa I'm gonna hopefully do more publish more videos very soon. One I'm gonna do one for the gaming chair, which doesn't have lights right now. That's the one I'm working on right now, the gaming chair video. I'm gonna try something different for the gaming chair video. Na-inspire ako ng konti, so I'm gonna work on, I call it, it's called low-key lighting a little bit. A lot of gaming type. Guess I'm buying Redmi Note 4X tomorrow. There you go, Raul Del Value. Hope you enjoy your new phone, man. Ang ano lang dito is 16 gig ROM. Dito ka lang matatalo. But you can plug in a micro SD. It's not like, wait, tama ba? It does, I'm pretty, saan yung micro SD niya? Micro SIM Nano, SIM Duo Standby, yeah, external storage, expandable. So, ang problem mo lang dyan is, usually hindi ka na pwede maglipat ng storage. If you just can, go for maybe one of the ones with 64, with 32 gigs. Kung kaya mo magdagdag pa, asa na yun? May 64 gig variant eh, or 32 gig variant. 3 gig RAM, 32 gig variant, hanapin mo. This is the 3 gig RAM, 32 gig. Oh, mas mahal siya ng malaki-laki, 1,000 plus. It's up to you. You can still like have a micro SD, no problem. You'll have to yung 16 gig ROM will limit you a little bit when it comes to multiple games. So you have to think about that a little bit. But I think it's worth, a little bit of that hassle when you have small amounts of storage. Medyo, I honestly have to say though, sa baba ng price na to, mahirap mag-complain. Please don't complain about things like these. If you want, just buy the one with the slightly higher amount of storage. it's very hard to complain about these things when you're spending this little and you want to play games and stuff like that. You want to get that specs. Ako naman, sasabihin ko sa'yo, I'd rather get a small storage with 625 than extra storage pero Snapdragon 430. So, you know, hopefully maintindihan mo yung what I'm trying to get here. Basta, by the way, the Note 4X has different versions. Get the Snapdragon 625 version. Yeah, you know, I'm sure na alam mo na yan. Kasi look at this. There's a deca-core version. This is the Helio P10 or Helio P these whatever. Don't get the deca-core. They're a trap. They're a noob trap. This is the MediaTek version. Don't get the noob trap. This is the ano ba to? Helio X20 deca-core. Don't get that noob trap. That noob trap, okay? Don't do the noob traps. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh God, hindi pa tayo nag-X6. Tapusin na natin tong visit na show na. Oh God. Okay. Okay. All right. So Nokia X expected to debut as Nokia X6 is expected to go official any moment now, but there was still enough time for a final leak. This looks pretty nice though. Ang ganda nung may logo sa ilalim ng Nokia. Oh God, that looks cool. Okay, I like that design. Fingerprint sa likod. I like it. Tapos stock Android with Android 1. Sign me the fuck up. Nokia X appears to have a 19:9 display screen with a small notch, so I think this might be the first Nokia phone with a notch. The side bezels are pretty skinny, while the chin of the phone is a bit thicker and has room for the Nokia logo. Yes! Okay. Back has a dual camera and dual LED flash lined in vertically. Okay. Okay, phone number, mid-range affair, 6 number, 10-watt charger. Oh, wala pang specs. It's just photos. That's too bad. It looks nice. Oh, but iba yung design dito, but nasa right side yung ano. Oh, ang ganda ng design though. This is not it. That's the 7 Plus. Wala, actually, medyo ano, walang masyadong information. We'll talk about the X6 next time, I guess. When is the launch? March 2, right? Or May 2. Sorry, May 2. I'm looking forward to this one. I hope it's like the Nokia 6, except better. Alright, boys and girls, sorry for taking so long and doing so much boring stuff. Redmi Note 4X is still an amazing phone, by the way. Snapdragon 625. Just, yeah. It is a, yeah. So, I don't know. Sorry, mahaba yung daldalan about the camera quality and whatnot. And I hope you, I don't know. I don't know kung, is it worth, like, spending that much money talking about that stuff? Because a lot of people don't care. A lot of people, they're like, does it take 25 megapixel selfies? That's important to me. Sino ini-endorse ni Geraldine or sino ini-endorse ni ano ba? Gerald Anderson. Sino ini-endorse ni Ernard Koo or I don't know. Well, some people don't care about camera quality apparently. They just care that it's like selfie expert or master selfie or selfie blah or whatnot. They don't care. And then the blogs are the tech blogs are like, ang ganda ng camera. Ang ganda ng camera. And then they're like, oh, not so good in low light, but it's very good camera. It's very good camera. I don't understand this world. The quality. You have to be very, very, very. Okay. Ito lang. Let me just. Can I just say something? A lot of people think they care about the camera quality, but they when I point out, okay, ito yung problema ko sa a lot of people eh. When I actually point out the bad camera qualities of phones when I review them, they hate my criticism. I don't get it. People get so defensive sometimes, and then even if they're not proper, actual experienced camera tester reviewers, they would contest the review if only because they think Gerald Anderson knows more about cameras than I do. Or whoever the fuck knows about cameras more than I do. Or when X amount of vlogs say that the camera is good, why are you saying it's not? You must be lying. I don't know. Basta sorry. There will be some very ano ba? I'm planning on doing more camera stuff and doing more. What I'm gonna do is basically use my HTC 10 as the standard by which I will review phones, and I will compare them side by side, photo per photo, in future videos. I'm not gonna shy away from actually putting boot into ass when it comes. Okay, not like that. Okay, I'm just gonna give proper proper perspective when it comes to camera quality. What is camera quality actually? And I like the fact that this phone makes it so that hindi siya sponsored by anything. I'm not sponsored by anybody. This is my own phone. I paid my own money for it. Let's say I'm not gonna compare the Oppo F7 with the HTC, with the Zenfone 5, and then Oppo is gonna be like, oh, please don't compare us to the Zenfone 5, and then Ace is gonna be like, oh, please don't compare us to the Oppo, and then Vivo is gonna be like, oh, please don't compare us. No, this is gonna be, or what the Technoclast will compare stuff to a certain standard, and then kayo na bahala humusga. You know, I don't know. That's why I ordered yung bracket for multiple for camera testing and whatnot. I don't know. Pinag-iisipan ko pa rin talaga. I'm still thinking of how to tell people how what camera you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for not the high quality camera. Maybe you're looking for actually the social media phone, the phone that will give you AI beauty or whatnot. And I know for a fact that you don't care about 25 megapixel selfies, but you think you do. But that's okay. I'll let you believe you think you need 25 megapixel selfies. I'll make you believe you need 24 megapixel selfies. The thing is, as long as it makes you satisfied, I'm gonna tell you this is what will satisfy you, and you only. I'm gonna say that another person, e.g., somebody like me, who actually cares about the very, very definitive quality, not for your social media purposes, but for camera quality expert purposes, then sasabihin ko sa'yo, this is better for camera quality, for media sharing, for your social media. You know, you post Instagram, post go ahead, get that many pixel selfie. Okay, ayoko na. Quiet. Okay, what's the best gaming monitor? Sa megapixel kasi natingin mga tao ngayon. Yeah, I know. Papaglaban pa. I know, yeah. Hindi, ano na lang talaga. I have to now define a certain need for camera that's not looking for actual camera quality. Does that make sense? There's an actual demographic of people who want to buy phones not for actual camera quality, but they want actual camera quality, but they just want the placebo effect of actual camera quality. They just want to look good on Instagram. They just want to look good on Facebook. It doesn't matter that I look at it and say it's a really crappy photo. But that's okay. You do you, I do me. I'm just gonna define your needs versus my needs as different. The thing is, when you're talking about strictly photography, my needs are more my definition of qualities is the one that you should be followed. Anyway, gaming monitor under 40K. Ano mas okay sa dalawa ito? ViewSonic. Okay, let's quickly do this one. Are you looking at? Depende kasi. What are your what's your graphics card and what's your what? What kind of gaming do you usually do? XG2703, so that's a 27-inch. Bakit 2703? Is that available here? Okay, here we go. 27-inch, ultra fast, 144 hertz. I'm gonna assume 165. Okay. And it's G-Sync. I might not have an answer for you here. And that's 38,000. And then the other one is the Asus. XG32VQ. Wala dito. XG VQ. This is a 32-inch curved 144. Specifications. This is G-Sync, right? Not having tried any of the kahit alin dito, hindi ko masasagot. Oh, this is 1440 and this is 1440. Okay. 4MS gray to gray. This is IPS. So what's the 4MS gray to gray? Wow, they're very similar. And what's the I guess for the size I would go with the ViewSonic. Let's see, ano ba to? 144. Based on specs, I would go with the ViewSonic. Ayoko ng design nito eh. Ito yung may ilaw eh. Yeah. Diyos ko. Nakakaiyak. Nakakaiyak. Tingnan mo kapangit ng design ng putang ina. Actually, mas maganda yung design nito. Putang ina! Ano ba to? Anong klaseng disenyo yan? Ano to? Virgin? Certified Virgin level? God fucking damn it. I wouldn't know actually. They're very closely. Oh my god. Ang pangit ng design though. I've never tried any of these, of course. XG2703 View. Curved po yung Asus. I don't know worth it kung curved. Curved is pretty nice, I have to admit. Let's see. 5-star si ViewSonic. According to Agin. And then 32-inch, mas malaki yung ano. Ay, medyo pangit din pala to. Green. Ang pangit ng green niya, dude. Oh, man. Uh, I think you can, dang it. I think you can't go wrong with either, pero pucha, mahal din eh. Anong build ba itong kailangan mo? 1440, then 144, 1080? Kaya gusto nila yung Oppo Sandamuka na filter. Okay lang po yung likod, di naman nakita. I mean, kung ako lang, well, kaya lang G-Sync yung hanap mo eh, no? Hindi ako expert dito, I have to admit. Kasi hindi ako naka G-Sync, naka 4K ako na TV, hindi monitor. Kasi mahal eh, namamahalan ako dito sa mga ganito eh. Sobrang not for me. Hmm. Hmm. I think meron si AOC. Sorry. Last 3 minutes. Black Squad or BF4. Yeah, mas maganda high refresh rate, of course. Lalo hindi pa malakas ang ilaw for bias lighting. AOC. Ay, no type ko ba? AOC. Oh my god. Oh my god! No. No. My website is slow. Need to move host. Kaya hindi ako masyado nagpo-post sa, sa website dahil mabagal siya. Please, website. You're our only hope. Oh no, that's not it. Ito na lang. Yeah. Alin ba dito yung merong listahan ng AOC? Ako sakali lumabas yung DTX 1170. Yeah, nagpe-prepare na rin ako eh. I might sell my old graphics cards pa nga eh. Oh, this is super old. Wow. 2012. Holy crap. Where's the price list? Here we go. There we go. 27 G-Sync. Oh, mahal ng... What? Ba't ang mahal ng the AOC, no? Grabe naman. Ayaw mo freezing, kuya. Oh, okay. So, hindi importante yung G-Sync or FreeSync. Yun naman pala eh. Dude! Alright, okay. So, here's... Bababa ako ng presyo ah. Hindi best yung tinitingnan ko eh. Laging affordable yung tinitingnan ko eh. So I would go with ano ba to? Hindi 1080. Kailangan mas maganda 1440 talaga hanap mo eh. Yun lang. Maghanap ka ng hindi G-Sync. Di ba merong hindi G-Sync? Si yung gusto ko actually si Alienware. Alienware monitor. Ito yung gusto ko eh. Pero hindi. Alam mo kung bakit gusto ko to? Kasi tingnan mo yung ano ba yung refresh? Makikita mo yung refresh rate nito, nasa na. Ayun, kaya lang 1080, 240 Hz ito eh. Yan yung gusto ko. Ito yung gusto ko. Alienware boy ako eh. Pero may ano to, may warranty ito eh. Saan po kayo bumili ng cinema tickets online? Hindi ako bumili. Wala akong tickets. Never scared screen tearing. Sa akin, well, 60 Hz lang ako, so that's why medyo malaking bagay sa akin screen tearing. When I play, pag nasasaktan na ako sa screen tearing, binubuksan ko yung G-Sync, especially on non-demanding, non-Twitch games, no? But sa 144 Hz definitely hindi na masyadong importante yung tearing. Medyo pa hindi ko kayang sagutin to, bro. I think the ViewSonic might be good. Or maybe an AOC, pero mas mahal yung AOC talaga. Tsaka ano kasi Quad HD hanap mo eh. MSI Optic, kaya lang 1080 din si Optic eh. Ito, mura lang din. Samsung also makes them. O nga pala. Kaya lang meron bang Quad HD si Samsung? Ito, 1441MX. Kaya lang ano to, 1080p to eh. 27 nila is 30,000. Pero QLED ito. Quantum dot ito. Kaya lang 144, 1080 lang to eh. Yan. Tapos alam ko ano to, hindi naman siya G-Sync ata eh. Pero 1080 itong mga ganito. So, natin. Hindi, 24-inch ito. Bakit ganun? Medyo hindi ko masasagot ng klaro to, bro. Kasi hindi ako masyadong nagre-review ng ganitong, alam mo naman, napaka-konti lang ng kailangan ng ganitong monitor sa mga nanonood, that's for sure. And me personally, I can't afford these. Me personally, I can't afford these monitors because they're so expensive and I hate their designs. No, if you give me give me 1440, give me 144 hertz, and I don't care if it's G-Sync. Even actually, may mga monitor na walang FreeSync, walang G-Sync. They're just standard sync. Merong mga ganun, and then just give me a good design. Just give me small bezels. Just give me, that's why kasi parang so I don't like the gamer aesthetic. Isipin mo have you seen my room right now, yung ginawa kong bias lighting? What if I put that ROG let's see here. Makita niyo yung kwarto ko. Malinaw-linaw naman. Saan yung mga photos? Ayun. Yeah. There you go. So here's my TV, no? That's my 4K TV. My 4K HDR TV. It looks nice because it's just a basic. The bezels are thin. If you see there, yung mga bezels niya maninipis, diba? The quality is very nice because it's 4K. It's not a gaming monitor or TV, but I think the important thing here is it looks very nice. And kumpara mo yan sa lalagay mo yung ganito. Blur! Wow, blur! Look at me! I'm stupid gamer boy! I'm stupid gamer boy! Tingnan mo okay, so I admit, medyo may pagka-gamery na rin yung dating nung sa akin. But it's not as... God. That's why I bought the Alienware, because it's not super gamery look. Alienware, out of all the brands right now, is the least gamery look. That's how stupid things have become. Some people have to actually have, decent looking wigs and not have like ugly. Si B-Boy kasi, kasalanan ni B-Boy lahat ito. Utangin na. Dapat magano na lang tayo, dapat meron na lang tayong after hours na kwentuhan. Wala na tayong topics. Wala na tayong topics eh. Let's all blame B-Boy, ROG man. B-Boy will now be known as ROG man. TN is fine, bro. TN is fine. I think you're underestimating what TN has become recently. If you, for example, lang this display that I'm using, the monitor that you're seeing right now on screen, that monitor is a VA panel. VA panel. So VA is kind of like TN, kind of like. Medyo it's inferior to IPS, inferior to OLED, of course. But what's good about TN, for example, and VA is mabilis yung response time nila. So, there's two trips. Yung TV ko na to, there's two versions. There's the 43-inch and then the 49-inch. The 49-inch is an IPS panel. But, kung papapiliin mo ko, I would go with the 43-inch because it's VA, it's faster response. Of course, we're talking about TVs here. When it comes to monitors, maliit na lang yung difference between IPS and TN. That's like generally IPS these days are 5 millisecond. Ang TN is 1 ms, 1 millisecond. So the 4 milliseconds is so small and negligible na that if you can get the IPS na talaga. But honestly, I think it's VA looks amazing. TN, the newer TN panels look amazing na rin. They're not as good as IPS still, but yeah, slight difference lang naman. Slight lang naman. Konti lang mga VA panel na 144 Hz. Yeah, I think konti lang. Also, VA mas popular sa mga TV. VA hindi masyadong popular sa monitor. Sa gaming laptop ng Asus is TN panel. Yeah, TN panel. And then they call it ano yun? IPS level. Pag nakita mo yung mga marketing nila, IPS level display. BTS Brazil fan club. I know which probably you're looking for a different BTS, but welcome to the show anyway. Alright guys, kailangan na nating magpahinga. I know, this, I'm sorry, hindi ko masasagot yung John Xiao. I'm sorry, hindi ako masyadong expert dito sa, ano mo. I think, I would, if you pointed the gun into my head, I would go for, actually I'd go for the AOC, I think. But the AOC is more expensive. I checking out the design on the ViewSonic made me kind of puke a little, but I think ViewSonic in terms of quality of display is the best one. So, and nung binasa ko lang yung reviews kanina, no. In terms of quality of display, I think the best one in quality of display is the ViewSonic. The ROG is not bad, but I hate the design. I hate the design. Dapat talaga si Asus, they just make the same version of the device. Kasi ang nagpapamahal pa dyan yung mga design nilang balahura eh. So, nung pangit-pangit. I'm not gonna take home one thing that looks like it's so fucking alien. Your opinion about designs and stuff may be different than mine, so it's up to you. Sorry kung medyo pinupush ko yung aking personal preferences when it comes to designs like that. Pero exactly, maganda sana kung muted. Yun talaga, that's a problem with it, no? I mean, gamer aesthetic is getting more widespread these days, and kasama ako dyan. Look, I have a gaming chair, for example, which is obviously galing sa Gamdias, no. But even the Gamdias is a nicer design than some of the Asus designs, right? Some gaming keyboards, some gaming mice, for example. Yung gaming mice ko subdued pa, yung gaming keyboard ko subdued pa, yung lights ko are not crazy. Hindi ko rin naman nakita yung likod. Take care rin po. For now, antay ko yung 27-inch MSI optics. Yeah, optics, I like the optics brand, the MSI line. Wala pa akong ibang maganda alam for now. John Shao, hopefully, I mean, don't take my word for it for this ViewSonic. I think personally, I would go with that, but I need more input. I need to learn more about these. Um, I'm also interested in 144 hertz, pero baka 1080p ang matapakan ko. Matapakan ko. There was this one, I don't know if you know about this. There was this one monitor that grazed us for 15K, 1440 144 for a very short amount of time. And then may review si Nerd Cave. Ito yun. So, sana naabutan mo to. Because this might be the best budget option if you're into budget options, no? This is 144, 1440p.
Hey everyone, it's me.
Hindi siya G-Sync, non-G-Sync.
Today we're going to review the Infinity M7 gaming monitor.
And it's what, 15,000 pesos if I'm not mistaken. I should have bought one. I really should have bought one.
Well, this is 144.
I don't know about the quality though. It could be just decent quality. May mga sa mga computer shops sa malapit sa Ateneo maraming ganito eh. The Infinity M7. I don't know where you can find these anymore. The Infinity M7. They're from Korea. So they used to be available from DynaQuest and there's sometimes in Lazada back then, but not anymore. So this is a different Infinity monitor here. So DynaQuest dati meron. Let's see. May optics ata na 1440 kasi. Pero maraming optics na 1080 lang. So wala na yung Infinity dito. Wala na yung monitor. Let's see. Nope. No more monitors. Sad. Tingnan natin. Infinity M7 Philippines. Let's see. Wala na. Wala nang Linus Tech Tips. Yeah. Alright. Whatever. Sad new, but that might be we might have lost that good option for a 15,000 peso 4 hertz for 27-inch 1440p gaming monitor because this is no longer available to us. I would have loved to review it. And then bibili tayo nung yung Datacolor Spider Pro, Spider Express para ma-check yung kanyang color accuracy and all that. That would be great. Yan dati ko option sa. Oh yeah, good. May isa pa siya ni review monitor, kind of forgot. Si TechBeat ba yun? TechBeat PH at Nerd Cave PH pala yung YouTube channel niya. Actually medyo okay yung YouTube channel niya and his videos eh. Balikan natin, no. I think ang niya lang is needs more trending reviews na lang. Yung mga review niya dito. So keyboard, PC build, RGB, TechWare M. Oh, saan siya nakabili ng TechWare M? Ito gusto ko bilhin to, TechWare M. HKC G27. And yeah, he needs more trending products to review. Ito yung pinaka-trending niya eh. Ito yung, tsaka, ano ba? Okay, TechWare. Mabenta yung TechWare niya. Mga reviews niya. But definitely needs more like crazy trending products. Like the products that everybody's interested in. Yun yung una niyang review yung M7. And pretty decent naman yung ano niya. He needs slightly better like script or slightly better, Englishing. But honestly, that's not gonna be an issue at this point. Do you think pwede pa 1080p sa 27-inch? Of course, yeah. 1080p 27-inch is fine. Hindi ba too pixelated? I think it's fine. Okay, so thing is here, okay, so ito lang masasabi ko sa'yo. Based on my experience, right? Unless, okay, what games are you playing again? I forgot. Black something? mga esports games nilalaro mo, di ba? Hindi ko makita. Wala bang I might be mistaken. I thought there was a 1440p na optics, but maybe just yung at least yung units dito. Baka 1080 lang. Ano nilalaro mong games? Kasi I have to tell you though that I don't think you'll hit 144 hertz or 165 kasi isang mong option is 165 and you said you're only looking into a 1080 or a 1070, right? So what I want to tell you is that with my 1080 Ti, I have a 1080 Ti. Bihira akong for a lot of games, and I play some games at 1440p, no. Just for reasons, right? For reasons, I play some games at 1440p. Black Squad, okay. The high-end tong game na to, di ba? Yeah. I remember you mentioned this before. Black Squad. Sa Steam, right? So, yeah, I remember this one. This is medyo high-end. Hindi ka tatama ng... With this game and pretty high-ish details, right? I think hindi ka aabot ng 80 FPS dito at 1440p. That's just what I'm just saying, right? So at high details, right? So most likely, I think I'd say you'd get like 80 to 100 average FPS. Your lowest would be 80. Your highest would be 100. So your 144 hertz is medyo hindi gamit, right? Andun ka lang sa nasa... It's still gamit, right? You're not using all of the 144 hertz and your graphics card isn't getting more than 144 frames per second, which is fine. Nobody's complaining about that. Ang ano lang talaga dito is your 1080, if you go down to 1080p display, and let's say you get a 1080 graphics card or 1070 graphics card, that's when you will definitely hit 144 or at least 120 to 144 frames per second. So I think it doesn't matter masyado kung pixelated. So it's, to be honest with you, 27-inch 1080p, that's not too pixelated at all. And I'm this is from somebody like me who's looking at a 1080p display right now on a 4K monitor because I'm streaming. Kasi when I'm streaming BTS, I'm only at 1080p right there. So you can see that it's not terrible for me, even if it's a 43-inch display running 1080p only, right? It's fine. I play PS4 on this, 1080p lang siya, 43-inch, it's fine. Hindi siya ganun ka-pixelated. And malapit-lapit din ako sa monitor, totoo lang. Pero ano pa rin, 4K is still better, of course. But when I stream BTS, I'm at 1080p, and it's perfectly fine for me. At 27-inch, it's not the worst thing in the world. What I like about the 1080p, if you're going 1080p, makakatipid ka, and you can get more frames per second. And I guarantee you will be around 100 to 140 FPS dito sa game like Black Squad, for example, with a graphics card that is 1070 or 1080. If you get more powerful graphics card, like maybe the 1080 Ti that I have, then baka tumama ka na more than 140 frames per second sa 1080p, right? But I think if you're just okay with 1080, I mean, if you want more frames compared to higher resolution, you will definitely take advantage of the 1080 because I don't think you will hit 144 hertz at all with Black Squad at 1440p. In fact, I don't think even my 1080 Ti will hit 100 frames per second with Black Squad at 1440p, right? So what I'm telling you right now is if I play this game right now at 1440p with the 1080 Ti, I probably won't get 100 frames per second. Not unless it's like super lol sa game. Let's see, alam ko minimum nito is like 1070 no. Hindi, mababa lang pala yung requirements. What? Core 2 Duo? Wait, what? I thought this was high-end. This is like CSGO level, right? Mas mataas sa CSGO to, no? Baka ano to? No. Willing to turn down some settings to medium. I see. Okay. Ayos pala 1080p sa 27-inch. I know someone on TPC selling 27-inch curved 1080p 144Hz per second. That's pretty good. Rami kasi nagsasabi even YouTubers on 27-inch should be 1440p. Nasa Pilipinas tayo eh, so maybe let's lower our let's lower our needs here. But I might have overestimated the requirements of this game. I thought it was on the level of like Battlefield. And Battlefield is a very optimized game, so totoo lang. Parang ano to eh, parang CSGO pa ito eh. So baka umabot ka nga sa 144Hz nito. But honestly, if you sa mga games na nilalaro ko, like ano ba mga games ko dito? Far Cry 5 PC building simulator, medyo unoptimized pa yan. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, medyo unoptimized din. For most modern FPS games, hindi you need 1080p to hit 100 plus 120 FPS. Medyo hirap ka sa 1440 less than 100 FPS ka most likely. Especially at some of the top details, right? If you're going to lower, then definitely abot ka ng 144Hz if you're ever gonna do that. Medyo like I said, this is very sensitive question because it's a lot of variables that you need to answer. Na parang what quality are you looking at? What frame rate are you interested in? What resolution are you interested in? And there's a lot of value you would put into. I value resolution more than frame rate, or do you value frame rate more than resolution, or do you value graphical details in graphical settings to medium, high, or max versus both, or do you value this over that? So medyo mahirap sagutin, and you have to kind of soul search ng konti. You have to soul search yourself and see what is important for you. Important sa akin was 4K because I edit 4K. Important sa akin is a large display so I can watch 4K quality in the best detail, in the best way I can possibly do. And also when nag-edit ako ng video, I want the big display. I want lots of room for what I'm editing. Color accurate enough. So thinking of what I need, hindi ko kailangan masyado ng gaming-related features masyado. Gaming-related features would be very nice if I can get like high frame rates and high whatnot. But it's not priority because priority sa akin is color accuracy, large display, large resolution, and the Sony this TV definitely fit my needs kasi 4K 60Hz, may HDR siya. And then so sa akin is kind of like color accuracy, resolution, size, and then response time, a little bit of response time. So medyo yung gaming features ko nasa bandang ilalim. And also I like playing games na medyo like Rise of the Tomb Raider. Oh, we should watch that new video, Rise of the something Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Naging Sonic the Hedgehog si Lara Croft kasi naging Shadow. Shadow of the Colossus, Shadow of refresh rate is higher than resolution, higher than. Then go for 1080p, bro. So you're pinaprioritize mo yung refresh rate. So go for 1080p. Dude, you should try the 240Hz. I don't know if it's gonna be important to you 240Hz. But there's like I said, meron ngang Alienware na I like that Alienware though. Kasi yung design pa lang ang gwapo eh. Balikan natin si Alienware. Sorry. Medyo nagiging balahura yung ating kwentuhan, This one. Okay, so medyo risky to kasi medyo bago lang si Alienware. At least yung Alienware accessories, Walang laptops dito na official. But Alienware brought their accessories to the Philippines. So, here's one that I like. This is the 25-inch 1080p 240Hz Alienware monitor. And maganda yung reviews nito, and the design is really nice. So that's what I like about Alienware. Sobrang, ano na sila eh, ano na-mature na yung design nila eh. Ano ba to? AW25. Yan. So there it is. And then, nireview pala ni Western Gens ito. Hindi natin makikita yan. Yung 4K mo, 30 FPS lang. O nga pala, minsan si Western Gens tamad gumawa ng review. Magaganda yung review niya, kaya lang minsan naglalaro lang siya ng games. Eh. What? Is that from the monitor? Ah, hindi. Okay. Wait, bata ba si Western Gens? Hindi siguro. Yeah, minsan tamad talaga siyang gumawa ng video. Naglaro lang siya, oh. Let's see. Yeah, this design it's pretty nice. It's still may pagka-gaming pa rin siya, pero kahit pa paano. I like yung logo nga ng Alienware ngayon, maliit na eh. Oh, it's a TN though, so you have to think about that. I'm not saying you should get this. I'm saying this is an option though. It's 240 Hz. It's a little overkill. But okay, so pinag-aralan ko to There's a study by some science research institute. The human eye can see between about 220 Hz to 244 or 240 Hz, right? Basta over 200 Hz ang human eye. The difference between 220 and then 240 or yung ano, depende sa kung gaano ka like kung wired in yung brain mo, like if kung uminom ka ng maraming kape or mataas yung nag-Red Bull ka or something. Basta as long as your brain is on hyperdrive, yung may adrenaline ka and whatnot, mataas yung frame rate ng mata mo. But when you're relaxed and hindi ka masyado malakas, yung bumababa yung frame rate ng mata mo. But the lowest frame rate your eye can see, the lowest, it's 4K yung trailer. But your eye can see at the lowest is around 220 Hertz. So think about that. I'm not saying you should get a 240 Hertz. I'm just saying your eyes will definitely see it. It's just your brain might not. Mas malaki screen as much as possible, so 27 inches is enough for me. Let's watch this and end the show. Kasi 3 hours na tayo.
Peggy 18.
I'm gonna rewatch this in 4K later. Not actual gameplay. Wait, it's just a trailer, not gameplay shots? September ito eh. September release. Yeah. Man, I want to see Lara Croft become like super badass. Yung tipong nagano, gusto ko makita si Lara Croft like doing a superhero landing or some shit like that. Kasi masyado siyang takutin pa, 'di ba? I want to see her like, fuck you assholes. I'm gonna kill you all, bitches. Kaya lang hindi naman gameplay yan eh. So she's doing stealth kills now with the whip, with some sort of hook. I like this enemy with the look at her, stone cold killer now. Ha! She's one with the tombs now.
I have to wonder.
She lives in the tombs. She is the tomb. What? Aw, ano nangyari sa mukha mo? Parang pagod ka, ate.
What will I become?
Wait! Ano nangyari sa mukha mo, ate? She got a haircut? Oh. Alright. No, not a lot of comments there. Okay, mga kuya. I think that's about it. Masyado nang mahaba ang show, and I'm sorry about the not being sure about the gaming monitor. Medyo ano yan eh. It's, not a topic I'm very well vested in yet. All right, mga kuya, thank you very much for watching. Ano ba bang pwede natin close dito? Close to Nokia 8. HTC 10. Balik sa Spotify, play some music. I call it a day, boys. That's it for the show. Maraming salamat sa papanood. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. John Shell, thank you, then. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Thank you for watching. That's been a very chill, somewhat, a little bit rant about camera quality and stuff like that. And hopefully may mga tao na natulungan tayo about buying phones, or maybe just letting other people know what a better phone is. Sila ano. Anyway, thanks for watching, mga kuya. That's been a big time show for April 28, 2018. A very long one, a 3-hour one. Hindi ko alam na aabutin tayo ng ganito when thinking about ang konti lang, kind of konti lang ng topics natin. But whatever. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye! Whew.